What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? Oh, I'm incredibly late. My apologies. I am here. I am here. Had to finish up work, get to a good stopping point before I went live. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And thank you guys so much for rocking with me and the eclectic journalist on yesterday. Last night we had a great time and a very positive response. So many of you all tuned in, and I cannot thank you all enough. So thank you all so much for the love and support that you've shown to the eclectic journalists and to the Lady Luck Club on last night, checking out our great collab. I had a good time, and it will not be her last time here. Yes. I enjoy the collabs, you all. I really do. So, Edie Marie, I got your email. Y'all, we have to I got an email from Ami. We have to reschedule. He reached out to me, said he could not do the 26th. So we're trying to see, because we're going to be on Paramount Tactical on the 28th. Trying to see what's another good day to reschedule that. So I will be rescheduling the live stream that we're having with Ami, since he is unable to do the 26th, but he is definitely going to be joining us. We just got to figure out the date. And of course, I have heard back from Cold Blooded. I don't care if he shows up in the chat. I'm gonna drop the link for him. If y'all only knew what he sent me in an email. I won't share anything until he says I can. But oh, he's got some good stuff for us. Oh, Cold Blooded, you're awesome. Oh man, so I have been checking out my messages on X to see if Cold Blooded is able. He is going to be out for a minute, so you guys keep him in your prayers. I don't know if he wants me to share what is going on, but I won't. Just pray for him and pray for his family and all of that good stuff. And he has to let me know if he wants me to share what's happening. But if he shows up, I'm letting him up, and that's not something I normally do. This is the reason why I don't always drop the link, y'all, because it sometimes it can just make the live stream super long. But if Cold Blooded shows up in here and he wants to come up, he is coming up tonight. Y'all hear me? That's I want y'all to understand something. The email he sent me, my jaw dropped and I started screaming like, "Oh my god!" Oh, oh man, just let me know, y'all. Email me if he show up in the chat. If Cold Blooded Christian shows up in the chat, please email me. Oh, I've been waiting on his response all day. Oh, y'all, he got some juicy stuff. How y'all doing? Shout out to my moms, you all. Francisca up in here. Juju up in here. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Shout out to my moms. They hold it down. What's going on, Mindy? Susie Q, how you doing, honey? Hope all is well with you all. Miriam, how you doing? You all right, Miriam? Saint up in here. Yeah, oh Lord. I got your email, girl. Umar catching it on Saturday Night Live. He might want to be careful. You know, Colin Jost is the husband of the Black Widow, my favorite Marvel character in the films. Oh man, Scarlett Johansson. No, she played the hell out of that role. I hope they bring her back. I was not happy seeing her fall off that cliff in Avengers Infinity Wars. I was so mad. I was so pissed off. You do not talk to an Avenger spouse like that. He called himself being mad. Oh my God, sit your ass down somewhere. Child, let him have his little fake outrage. He'll be all right. He'll get over it. No one cares how he feels. He probably mad because they clowned him about Colin Jost saying that if I'm wrong, I'll donate money to Umar Johnson's FDMG School for Black Boys or something like that. He mad about that. That's what he mad about. He knows no one is giving him money. The fact that all of Hollywood can laugh at the idea of anyone donating, any well-known person donating to FDMG and Umar scamming ass. Yeah, that had to hurt, didn't it, Umar? That's to hurt to know that you can't get big sponsors and donors to give you a damn dollar towards these bandos. Stop scamming, you Oompa Loompa. You can't make this up. Yeah, he mad. Oh, he's so mad, Saint. Oh, man. Shout out to all of you all. Y'all good? Oh, we got some stuff to get into. Fax me. Oh, we got to get our Fax Me watch party on. And then this evening, we're going to do Victor Marks. Yeah, I reached out to many of people on X to see if I could get this interview in an animated version. Like kind of the same style, the comic book style that we saw with Brandon Tatum when he was responding to reacting to Erica Kirk. Something like that. Even I don't care if it's a Muppet. Otherwise, oh man, listening to Candace, girl, you give us all a headache, you dumb demon. It's so hard to listen to Candace. Seeing her as a Muppet or a cartoon character would make that much easier. But you all asked for it. We're going to do it separately. I don't want this live stream to be on forever. So we got to do Fax Me, and then we're going to do Victor Marks, the interview with that. If I could get an animated version or Muppet version of that whole video, that would be dope. So if someone can send me that, please do. That way we can be at least entertained, clowning Candace the whole time. I heard Victor Marks went in on you, Candace. You dumb alien. Oh, she's such a demon. I heard he went in on you, girl. She did not like that at all, huh? I have not seen it. I have refrained from watching any parts of it because when you all asked for us to go over that interview, I said, all right, she got to be a Muppet, though. So I'm waiting for somebody to respond to me about turning her into a Muppet. Because otherwise, she's unbearable. Candace, you're annoying. You're so annoying. Let me make this up. So I'm waiting for somebody to respond. If you all know anyone or if any one of you all can grab that interview, at least the parts where they're just doing the interview. It doesn't even have to be the whole video. Just the parts where they're doing the interview. Hold on, let me share my screen. Let me put myself down here. It doesn't even have to be the whole thing. Just from the moment where he comes in to the moment where he leaves. So like around the 16-minute mark to this hour 25 minute mark. Yeah. Just that part. Because we that's all I'd be able to tolerate. But I really would like it as a Muppet. So, y'all, we got some Fax Me to go over. Shout out to Fax Me. We got to kick this off with a little fun before we get into his new episode of The Bride of Candace. Oh, George. Y'all, anybody seen George? That video that Jay Witt did today, I didn't get the chance to check that out. Has he said anything? George, are you alive? Can you wave the white flag or something? Put a picture or emoji up on X if you can hear me. Can't make this up. Probably got that man hiding in the basement. You and Andrew Tate will sit here. Oh, good grief. Candace, you have nothing to say about Andrew Tate filing frivolous petitions to the court. He's trying to sue Milk Bar TV again. You can't make this up. Make sure you guys go show some love to Milk Bar TV if you can. Whatever you're able to donate, be a blessing to him, even if it's $1. Go be a blessing to him. I think Gary with Paramount Tactic sent him set him up a Save Go Now thing. So if you guys can bless him, be a blessing to him so he can get an attorney and whoop Andrew Tate's ass in court, because we all sick of Andrew Tate. Why he keep trying to sue him, I don't know. Of all people on earth, Andrew Tate keeps trying to sue Milk Bar TV. Like, leave him alone. You're not gonna win, you clown. He's reporting on information that's available to the public. What are you doing? He's doing some stupid stuff. But yet Candace thinks that Andrew Tate is a good person. Oh, because that's George's friend. Well, that speaks a lot about George now, doesn't it? Being friends with Andrew Tate should come with a price tag. It should come at a cost. If George Farmer is willing to be friends with Andrew Tate, then that says a lot about George Farmer. But you think the candy asses would be like, no, we don't condone our worders. Men who actually call themselves pimps. Candy ass is cool with that because they're hypocritical and they dumbass cult members. Now they all good with Andrew Tate though. But Candace can sit here and call everyone else a pedo and an R word and everything in between. Man or woman, she don't care. That's the only word she seems to know. Fake and gay, R word, and pedo. That's it. But yet and still, she's cool with Andrew Tate and George Farmer is friends with him. The hell? But you won't tell him, no, you shouldn't be saying that you're a pimp. You should never say that. George punk ass will never say that in a video and get in Andrew Tate's ass about it. Or literally. Maybe he did literally. Who knows? Oh, let me not speak too soon. I don't want to give George any ideas and get in another man's ass. George Farmer, you can kiss my ass. How about that? I know women aren't your cup of tea or anything, but no, I'm not telling you to go get in Andrew Tate's ass for real. That is not your safe space. Whatever. Yeah, hold on. I was trying to hold it in. I couldn't even say that with a straight face. Oh, good Lord. Y'all do it all right. Oh, man, we're going to get to it, y'all. Hi, Edie. How you doing, honey? Thank you for the $10 super. I did respond to you. Yeah, I asked you what time you had today. How you doing? Are you free tomorrow? Listen, we got to do it in... Hi, Kia. How you doing? We got new people up in here. How's it going? Oh, no, you good, honey. Listen, I feel bad every time I'm late, but I understand. We got to work, kids. We got all kinds. Look, kids' last day of school tomorrow. Lots going on for everybody. So trust me, I understand. All right. Do not feel bad. Email me when you can. And if we can make something happen tomorrow or Friday, I am all for it. Friday will be even better. Child, yes. Do it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, some great things come out of Edie Marie. And we got your video lined up for us to check out, girl. It's a new cease and desist out there. Thank you so much for the $10 super. I appreciate you, honey. As always. And you all let me know, please. Please let me know. Y'all shout out to Edie Marie. Let me know if the cold-blooded Christian comes up in the chat. Somebody ping him. Tag him on this. Say, hey, we would love for you to come over to the LLC if you can. Tag him. Edie, you will not believe what the juicy details he emailed me. It's like money itching in my pocket. I'm ready to spend it. Y'all have no idea. And you will thank him as soon as I get the green light to show you all. Oh my goodness. Cold-blooded Christian out here doing big things, y'all. We got her new video. Y'all, we gonna check out Edie's new video. Oh, cold-blooded Christian. The cold-blooded Christian. Have you heard of him? Edie Marie, the cold-blooded Christian, sent me a fire email. Oh my God. I I'm just like, oh, dude, please, 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 just show up in my chat. Oh, show up in my chat. He sent me some goody stuff in an email. I can't say right now. Yeah, I can't say right now. I gotta wait. He could tell me what I can and cannot share. Oh my goodness. He said, I am game for whatever. So if he shows up in the chat, I'm dropping the link for him. That is how juicy this information is. He sent me in the email. I'd rather just get the confirmation from him before I say anything. Okay. Oh, but I will never ever steer you all astray. You all know I don't bluff. Y'all know I don't bluff. I showed you all an email. I sent to Candace school, or where she claims she went to college. Didn't I show it? Y'all can always email the enrollment specialist up there at the University of Rhode Island. I don't bluff. That's why Candace watches me. She know I don't. Oh, we don't bluff up in here. So when I tell you, cold-blooded Christian has done his due diligence. Oh man. We wait for him. We wait for him. Shout out to all of you. How you doing, McKenzie, honey? Oh, y'all. Everybody speak to everybody. What's going on? Don't stop. Y'all ready? We're going to get into it. Meanwhile, Baxme has done some new videos, and he has done a new episode of The Bride of Candace. We are here for that. So we're going to get to it. Make sure you guys go check him out. Let me drop the video link in the chat. Make sure you hit that like button and show your love for Baxme. Without further ado, thank y'all so much for tuning in. We're ready to get to it. Shout out to everyone that's here. Hit that like button and hit the 4 when you can see it here. Let's go. Is that the kind of all the same? Always faking every day. It seems big words are too honesty and morality. I know the place. Oh my God. Lifting is so bold. She lies all the time. Just a no. Cause I'm vaccinated. Cause Candace Owens lies. I'm wanted. Blocked and she hides. Wanted. Blocked and she hides. Not Felicia. Oh, that's so badass. I love it. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Need a fact?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Oh, Baxme. Y'all, Baxme is awesome. Oh, what did it have to get up to 121 gigawatts? Oh my God. Oh, that was so good. Oh, Baxme, that was so good. Y'all. You got these fantastic content creators out here doing it. When I say doing it, they doing it, y'all. They doing it. Oh my God. That was so good. That was so good, y'all. Oh man. We got another new one, and then we'll get into his episode. And then we're gonna check out Eda Marie's new video, her cease and desist for chicks on the ride. Oh, I'm so excited. All right, y'all. Let's get on to it. Hit the 4 where you can see it here. Let's go.
Breath you take, and every move you make, every time I take, every time I'm fake. single day. And every word I say, every clip I play is a lie I made. You'll be watching me grifting. Oh, can't you see? Charlie belongs to me. Now my husband's gay, married, money, and fame. Every clip I play is only fake and gay. I'm completely fake. Every claim I make is for Erica. Since you've gone, I got rich using Charlie's name. I dream at night, I can only see his face. I look around, but it's Erica I blame. I'm so bold and I lie about the case. I keep crying, Charlie, 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 please. Every lie I speak, my grammar is weak. I'm black, not white. Turning point is right. You'll be watching me grifting. Fake and gay.
Oh man. All right, let's get to this. So yeah, this is the episode here. He goes into it. Oh man. That song is funny. Candace, you know you stalking that woman. Yeah, leave her alone. All right, y'all, let's get to the meat of it all. Bride of Candace, let's go.
Welcome, my friends, my factivists, to a special Fax Me segment entitled The Bride of Candace. I'm Stephen Lancaster from Fax Me, and this is the place where we educate, not fabricate. Today we are turning the tables on the Queen Grifter, Cuckoo Candace Owens, and taking a look at her alleged arranged marriage to the publicly perceived gay man, George Farmer. But that's just perceived. It's not a fact. It's just kind of like we know. As this investigation and added exposure of this toxic couple begins, understand that this is an ongoing inquiry in search of answers, and everything released should be viewed with a skeptical eye, my friends, and aligned with critical thinking. So in other words, everything I have to say, the ball's in your court. Nothing is fact until we prove it to be. Right now, we are simply asking questions and exposing all of the ingredients that make up the cult of Candace.
Y'all see the Boys Club? Boys Club. Oh my God. It looked like he was trying to pull away from her at one point. Did y'all peep that? I did. I'm going to show y'all exactly where.
Answers. And everything released should be viewed with a skeptical eye, my friends, and aligned.
That was it. It's like he was saying, I said no. No kissing me.
Exposing all of the ingredients. Answers. And everything released should be viewed with a skeptical eye, my friends.
Look how he pulled back. Yo, he pulled back like, no. I said no. Candace, you're trying to force this man to give me a kiss. No. Why? Well, who leans back? He forgot that he was getting married. So I guess someone had to tell him, no. It's okay for today. No, it's okay to kiss her today. What are you doing? You got to make this look real.
And aligned with critical thinking. So in other words, everything I have to say, the ball's in your court. Nothing is fact until we prove it to be. Right now, we are simply asking questions and exposing all of the ingredients that make up the cult of Candace.
Look at the boys club.
This episode is going to weave in and out and around Candace and George, delivering points, timelines, and evidence suggesting that there could be more to this than meets the eye. I firmly think there is, especially when Candace has you all looking over here instead of over here. Just heard a fighter jet go over. You know, with that kind of money, I could have a bomb dropped on me. But anyways, this ghetto trash had a dream of becoming elite, rich, and powerful, and there is not a sane person that can deny that. Throughout her life, she has used rich white men to achieve a platform, only to turn around and slander the very good-natured people who gave her those opportunities. But everybody with a serious psychological disorder tends to have an origin story, something that set that off. So let's check this out. Let's figure out why she's obsessed with the blonde beauty queen.
The earliest thing that I remember was my first play date, which was in kindergarten class. I was 5 years old, and there was a girl named Lindsay DeLeo. She was this blonde girl with blue eyes, and we became fast friends. I don't think we had reading class together, and her mother invited me over for a play date. And I went to her house, and I was just shocked that people lived in the way that she lived. She lived in the suburbs. She had a massive house. She had this Victorian concept room. She had a nanny. She had a playroom. And I just remember
Let me tell y'all something. If this girl had a nanny, I want y'all to think about that. She had a nanny. Even if you're middle class, you don't always have a nanny. Candace did not grow up broke. Her parents weren't just like struggling like that. And her cousin attested to that in her interview on Storm Monroe's YouTube channel. It's another podcast. Her own cousin came out and debunked her about her upbringing and said, no, her mother made sure that her girls were on the up and up. She did not get put out at 14. Let's not forget Candace won a settlement for over $30,000. You really think she had a hard time like getting clothes and food and necessities of life? Let's say that she was 14 when she got that settlement. That's at least 4 years of high school that you have to kind of comfortably be able to manage, making sure you have what you need, you know, even getting a couple things you want. Plus, she had the support of her grandparents, and she had other relatives that actually did very well for themselves. So when she says she goes to someone's house and they have a nanny, that is not common. That's not something everyone has. Even if you have a comfortable paying job and you have two incomes coming in the household, you might be able to, you know, if you got 6 figures coming in and both parents are making 6 figures apiece, maybe you can have somebody come out and clean the house 2-3 days a week. You're talking about a nanny. That means that that girl had some level of wealth or the mom was comfortable enough to be able to afford a nanny. Well, she could have been making millions of dollars a year. That's not normal. Everybody's not making $1 million a year. So for her to be jealous about something that, yeah, it might be more than what you have, but you're not struggling and out here in poverty. Your cousin said you weren't either. Your sisters, funny how they have not came out, Candace, and corroborated your story at all. She has 2 sisters and I believe a brother. They haven't came out and corroborated her story about being in poverty, about her being put out of the house at 14 and lived with her boyfriend for 6 months. They didn't come out and confirm any of that. Her cousin debunked the lie that she was put out of the house. How do you have 3 other siblings and none of them come out, do any interview or say anything in a video on the record to support your lie that you were put out at 14 and you grew up in poverty with roaches and blah, blah, blah? Funny how no one else can say that about her. None of her siblings, neither of her parents, her grandparents, her cousins, no one. Not an aunt, an uncle, nobody. Not even somebody that's a close childhood friend. Candace, why do you keep lying about your background? Why lie about it? You may not have been rich, but you couldn't be appreciative of what you had. I bless God for being able to grow up living with my grandmother. I was raised as an only child. I was spoiled. My dad made sure I had what I needed. I had to work. I had to earn my allowance. I had to learn how to clean and sweep and, clean out shower stalls every week. Like, I had to do what I had to do to earn my allowance, but I did what I had to do. I used to make my uncle so mad. He promised me $20 for every A I earned. So for 2 good years straight until he divorced my aunt, that man had to give me $20 for every A I earned. And I had at least 7 classes. So he was shelling out $140 to $160 easy for every A I earned. He gave me $20. And this was when I was in what? 8th grade. No, the 6th grade. 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. 3 years in a row. And you get, at the time, you had semesters, so it's 2 semesters. So for each of my final report cards, he would give me $20 for every A. I can't say that I grew up broke and despondent when I stayed in a nice environment with at least an adult that worked and earned that type of money to be able to give me $20 for every A. Back in the early 90s, where $20 went a long way. Early to mid 90s, $20 went a long way. And I got that at least twice a year. I'm not going to sit here and lie and say, yeah, no, I grew up where it was roaches and stuff. And I wasn't. It's okay to say that you had a pretty decent upbringing. Why are you afraid of that? Like that, but that's how backwards Candace is. This is how desperate she is to try to get people's attention and to pull on people's emotions. Let me just say the most egregious thing ever. And then weaponize one event that may have happened. Who knows? I still want to interview the people she's accusing of, with this whole discrimination thing. I would love to interview those people because some ain't right. I'm just saying, some ain't right. But she got a $30,000 plus dollar settlement out of that. Because one of her uncles was a member of the NAACP. Candace, you're not fooling anybody. You have relatives that held high positions in high places. I don't think it would have been difficult for her to get that type of settlement. Of all kids on earth experiencing racial discrimination like this, they got up there to Candace pretty quick. You know how many inquiries and requests for help that they received? But they got to Candace. Make it make sense. You got kids that are actually being physically harmed. And she got some text messages. But they sure made sure she made the news. Well, that uncle of hers pulled some strings, didn't he? Candace, you weren't disenfranchised when you can get that type of attention brought to some text messages given to you. And you come out on top with a settlement. Think about it. That's crazy as hell. So her lying about her background and all of this, her cousin debunking this, It's so crazy. It's so crazy. Who would lie this bad? Candace does. Candace doesn't care what she lies about. She cares about the effect that the lie has. That's all she cares about. It's like, oh, okay, did the lie work? Oh, okay, cool. I'm just gonna keep lying like hell. Okay. She grew up in middle class, but acts like she was ghetto raised. Exactly. She lived in a middle class environment. Her own cousin came out and stated this in a whole video. It said flat out, this girl was not broke. Her mom looked out for her. Her sisters made sure they were straight. They didn't. I don't know where she got that from. Like, she couldn't even believe half the stuff that was told to her. Storm Monroe was telling the cousin all the things Candace had said about her upbringing and all of that. And the cousin just sitting there like, no, none of that is true. Where that cousin at again? Oh, that now she works for you, Candace? You use her to help look intimidating? Like she's supposed to scare somebody. Girl, please. But that's how Candace acts. She wants to invoke this woe is me pity party 24/7 around her and play the victim. And now it's at the expense of her own parents, because her own parents can clearly hear and see that she lies like hell about her own upbringing. Will her parents have to correct this again? You think I want my kids out here lying about me putting them out the house and they had to go live with their girlfriend for 6 months? The hell? I would have called into Russell Brand's show. You interviewing my son? Let me tell you something. Hello, Russell Brand. Somebody put me on the phone with Russell Brand. I am the mother of the boy he interviewing. That's my son. And he just lied like hell. Something going on. I don't know what it is, but you need to put him on the phone right now. The hell? Russell Brand would have had to cut that interview short, or he would have had to pause it and answer my phone call. Get my son on the phone, Russell Brand. We're not doing this. I don't know why he telling you I put him at the house. That's a lie. The devil is a liar. Put my child on the phone. What we doing? Child and would have went in. And she lies about dumb things. That's the same thing I ask all the time, Mackenzie. What's the point of lying so much? And lies about dumb things. Oh, y'all. Hit the phone if you would have called Russell Brand and said, nope. You interviewing my child. Tell that child to come to the phone right now. Hit the phone. How many of y'all would have called Russell Brand right then and there? Would find out what Russell Brand's phone number is. How do I get in touch with Russell Brand? I would have been blowing her phone up. This heifer would not have been able to do this interview with ease. Candace, your mother is calling you repetitively. She's sending text messages saying SOS 911. You might want to come to this. It's a family emergency, and then go in and go cuss her ass out. You kidding me? Hit the phone.
Being shocked that this was even a part of life, because prior to, obviously, I existed within the realm of my family. I lived in a really small apartment. Me and my two sisters shared a room in a low-income housing building. And
lie. Oh, you lie. And you can tell she lying. Look at her eyes squinting like a devil. What about your brother, Candace? Don't you have a brother? What happened to your brother? Your cousin said none of that happened. She said none of that is true. How much did this jacket cost? This velvet jacket you wear? How much did this cost, Candace? You have the nag to spend thousands of dollars on one clothing item. You know, because somehow you want people to believe you're so broken poor. You don't even know how to shop like you're broken poor. You shop like an old granny. Buying all these dumb moo-moos and stuff. Where did you get this jacket from? And how much was that again?
And it blew my mind. So I think when I was a really small kid, I was already considering, like, how is this, asking the question at least, which is important in order to get the answer. How could people be living such different lives?
In my opinion,
it's called a job, you dumbass. What do you mean? What answer? That's not a yeah, we gotta ask these questions to get the answer. Answer to what? How can you afford a nanny? My mommy works. What does your mommy do? She's a surgeon. Oh, okay. Like, what do you mean? They obviously have the income to afford a nanny. That's the answer. It's that simple. Candace, you're so stupid.
This is why she is obsessing over Erica Kirk. She wants to be Erica Kirk. She wanted to be Mrs. Kirk. Again, I just don't see how anybody can deny that. I mean, all of the signs of the jealous schoolgirl are there. And, you know, this is a telltale sign of severe psychological disorder. Serial killers often project their angst and use their victims as surrogates for the real issue. That's what we're seeing here. Erica Kirk is a surrogate. This is exactly what Candace is doing with Erica. Erica has become the surrogate for that little girl Candace was always jealous of. Nearly 20 years of grifting, lying, lawsuits, terminations, and some of the most embarrassing videos the internet has ever seen.
Ooh, this timeline.
I mean, after all,
The design.
a great investigator, especially one focused on murder, never subscribes to science.
Actually, what I am somebody who has left the cult of science. I have left the mega church of science because what I have now realized is that science, what it is actually, think about it, is a pagan faith.
Because that makes sense. Candace doesn't believe in science. In her mind, science is a tool of evil. Apparently, the English language is as well. Because hooked on phonics clearly did not work for her. Especially when you got your daddy writing your script. There's a phrase I like to use, my factivist, and that phrase is, you can only call it coincidence so many times. And I want that to echo, bounce around in your brain, because that's what today is. That is what today is all about. You can only call it coincidence so many times. A lot like the phrase, birds of a feather.
Flock to
Keep that one
death.
bouncing around in there too, and this will all start making sense.
Mm-hmm.
Candace wanted money and power. George wanted a clean, conservative, public persona to fuel his narratives.
Oh, God.
Now, I know you're probably already sitting there. What are we, 5 minutes into this? And you're like, man, Lancaster, where's the goods? We're going to get to that. But we have to establish history. We have to establish things and assume that not everybody watching this has.
Candace, you can't go to court on June 22nd and say, well, Your Honor, I've left the cult of science. So I don't believe in biology. And I don't believe that Brigitte Macron was biologically born one gender over the other, even though I keep lying about that. Because I don't believe that science at all. That scientific evidence means nothing to me. That judge is going to say, counselor, can you tell your client to sit down and shut up before I hold them in contempt of my court? Girl, you will sit your behind in jail before that judge lets you get on his nerve. You understand? And you certainly will not be able to pull that stunt in district court with a federal judge. Now, keep pretending like you don't understand science if you want to. And see, the whole purpose of a lawsuit is I'm not here to convince you as the defendant or co-defendant of anything. I'm here to convince the jury that you've caused me damages and that you have done exactly what I am alleging you've done. I'm not here to prove shit to you at this point. Candace doesn't have to believe in the science, but it doesn't mean that the jury will sit here and share her dumb idea. They'll accept that scientific evidence from the Macrons that will prove that Brigitte Macron was born a woman. Because that's what you really need. You're talking about human anatomy and biology. That's a matter of science. Whether Candace believes it or not, irrelevant. Objection, Your Honor. It's irrelevant whether she believes in science. No one gives a damn. Moving on. Candace, you're still going to lose that lawsuit, girl.
Seen some of this stuff. So many of you who have been following me, following this entire saga, you're going to see some repeat evidence and repeat things that have already been out there. But we have to establish this to set up what I'm ultimately going to close this show with. Candace wanted money and power, just like we said. The two men in the middle, in what many believe to be an arranged marriage.
Yep.
In my opinion,
Lavender.
I think George felt he could kill two birds with one stone. Those two birds being his true sexuality and the sexual assault allegations against him.
Yep.
There's two solid ones that I know of. One involved a flight attendant or a stewardess or something. But we'll get to that. Because if you can fool the general public you aren't gay by marrying a woman, you automatically discredit the assault accusations. Well, he's married to a woman. Why would he be sexually assaulting men? So keep that in your head as well. But let's check out this story that we've all heard. This real quick engagement to marriage. Let's check that out to bring everybody up to speed. And then we'll keep this shenanigan going.
I heard that you actually have an amazing love story. I have such an interesting How I Met My Husband story. It was totally a God thing. It really was. I was working for an organization called Turning Point at the time, and I bizarrely kept saying to Charlie, who's the founder of Turning Point, like, we should go to the UK. Long story short, I take his credit card and I book us to the UK, and we had an event that was set up for us to just kind of speak in front of a room.
I take his credit card and book us. Candace, did you pay him that money back? Erica Kirk, you need to ask for that in your judgment. This heifer has admitted that she has taken my now deceased husband's credit card and booked him and her a trip to the UK so she can go out here and entertain some lavender marriage that I could give two damns about. She owes us that money back. Erica Kirk, if you need me to write that up in your lawsuit, let me know. Your Honor, I'm asking for this refund and this reimbursement. This heifer did not have approval to book and flight using my deceased husband's credit card for any reason, and he was too nice to say no. As a matter of fact, he was scared to say no. You know why? Because look how Candace throws a tantrum like a petulant child, stomping around in the store for a lollipop. She would go out and cyber dox and cyber harass you until kingdom comes again. That is how evil she is, and vindictive and petty and retaliatory. And we're talking about a man that she wanted to marry simply because he had what she wanted: money, status, and fame. She's like, oh, I can be a conservative all day if it means me working next to the CEO of a nonprofit and get all this revenue from all these people willing to just give us money. Candace sees a nonprofit organization like a never-ending money well, where you just continuously throwing money into it, and you don't really have to do much to get it. But she forgets that this comes from generosity from people who believe in, at the very least, the message that is being spread from this organization. And people are willing to invest into making sure that this organization is able to continue to spread the message that they believe in, that they are aligned in. Candace came in and weaponized it, tried to do it on her own, called Blexit, butchered it, and then realized, well, I know I can't do that. Let me just do something more simpler. Let me just start a YouTube channel. And then turns around and whines and cries about no one paying her the big bucks. Candace, I dare you lie and say you did not say that. I snipped it. I have the words on the screen of you saying, well, no one pays me the big bucks. I'm not getting paid millions of dollars. And yet you profited in what, 50 to 60 million? Lying on Charlie Kirk and his assassination. She failed so miserably with Blexit that she put it in the hole by over $1 million. Like 1.72 million. And TPUSA bailed her out. Not her donors, not the government, not her Catholic priest or the Catholic Church. TPUSA bailed Candace out with Blexit because, see, the donors could have been demanding receipts on how you spent all this damn money. What you mean you in the hole by negative 1.72 million? What the hell? Blexit was only up for what? 2 good fiscal years. And she ran it in the hole. It was in the negative by over $1.72 million when TPUSA acquired it. I want y'all to think about that for a second. And this is how she shows her support and her gratitude to TPUSA bailing her out of what could have been very messy for her if her donors and sponsors would have demanded to know what she did with that money. They can still hold you accountable, even as a nonprofit organization. And whomever was giving her all of that money in Blexit should have demanded an investigation. Now you need to tell us what happened with our money. Why is CPUSA bailing you out? Why are you in the hole by over almost $2 million? Girl, what the hell you been doing? This only lasted 2 good years? What you mean? I'm telling y'all. That's what we are. I would not have let that up, especially if you gave a large donation to Blexit. Now, you should have been demanding some answers. Now, you need to tell us what the hell you did with this money, girl. Negative 1.72 million? So, this is how, in her mind, that's how she concludes everything. It comes down to what is the financial benefit of it all. She checked off a lot of boxes when it came to George Farmer. She didn't care that he was gay or that he had these allegations from grown-ass men. All she saw was, oh, this is your net value. And John Mappin introduced her to him. Funny how they keep confirming that, and yet she can't seem to be honest about that. Oh, it's just out of coincidence. God didn't arrange that. Doesn't the Bible say that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing? Candace just sat here and admitted, because, they want to sit here and declare Christ is king when they know they don't mean it. But yet they don't read the Bible. He that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. If Candace took Charlie Kirk's credit card, follow me, and bought some tickets to go to the UK, that means she went out of her way to get to George. How is that he that findeth a wife finding a good thing? She spent another man's money to get in this lavender marriage with another man because the original man she wanted, she couldn't have him. And somehow she wants people to believe that it was divine intervention when he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. He wasn't looking for Candace. Not one time has she said, my husband was actually seeking me. He was waiting for me. He was looking for me. No, you took Charlie Kirk's credit card, bought some tickets to go out to the UK, to which you should be reimbursing TPUSA on. I wouldn't even let her up on that. Now you got to pay us that money back. And you went out there and saw him, knowing that you had been introduced to him, and you want us to believe that it was just a coincidence and God. Nope. The devil is a liar, Candace. Stop putting that on God. God did not send George to you. You flew out there to him on somebody else's dime. And you didn't even try to reimburse Charlie Kirk for the flight. And I don't think he wanted to really go. And he wasn't stunning you. And then you turn around and George proposes to you over a Zoom call after 18 days of knowing you. And you just said yes and didn't even know him. And you want everybody to believe that was intervention. No, the Bible is clear on A man that seeketh a wife, finding a good thing. The Bible is very clear on that. That's not what you're describing or saying, Candace. You're not telling us how George sought you out. You're telling us that you bought a ticket using another man's credit card and you flew out to the UK because somehow it was just something that you came across. It was an itch in your yeast infection that you were scratching and it got raw and red and you were burning and you just had to fly out there to the UK to talk about things that you still can't define or understand, such as globalism or nationalism, concepts that go over your head. And then all of a sudden, here comes George Farmer after John Mappin introduces you to it. No, that's not finding a wife. That's you going out your way to try to get somebody that has some money. Oh, cold-blooded. Oh, my God. I'm so glad you're here. Don't go nowhere. We got to play this. Yeah, I'll be right back. Hold on. Cold-blooded, don't go nowhere.
Full of reporters and people that were interested sort of in this conservative movement that was happening in America. And my husband now was in attendance. And I promise you, while I was on stage, we had locked eyes and I was just like, wow, that guy's really cute. What's funny now is that at our engagement dinner, his best friend, who was the best man in our wedding, read the text messages that George sent to him while I was on stage. And he was like, that's my wife.
Stop.
Yeah.
You need to frame that.
We both instantly knew he was heading to South Africa for New Year's. And it was just literally 18 days after we met. And he's like, do you have a moment to FaceTime? I said, yep. He was getting onto the plane. And he's like, I have something to ask you. I love you. Do you want to spend the rest of my Yes. And we never said anything, nothing.
So he proposed to you over FaceTime?
Over FaceTime. And I said yes.
And she did this. We did this event. They did an event at the Royal Automobile Club in London in 2018, which was for about 300, I would say 300 to 400 people. And I was in the audience. And something about her demeanor just kind of instantly struck me. I mean, it was very unusual. I remember messaging a friend of mine, a couple of days afterwards, just being like, there's something different about this girl. There's something different about.
Had you met her yet or just seen her from stage?
We'd shaken hands and that was it. And then the next night I organized this dinner for a whole group of people. So it was her and Charlie as well. And they actually turned up 3 hours late because they were doing a podcast in the countryside. And so when they came back into town, it was kind of like 3 hour late, but we sort of got to know each other a little bit better. And then the next week I flew over to the States to see her speaking at a conference in Florida. And nothing had been said. There had been no romantic overtures at all at any of this point. It had all just been very kind of above board and talking about politics and engaging in kind of philosophical conversations.
Yeah. Shout out to Cold Blooded. I am so glad you're here. I'm going to drop the link. Do you feel like coming up? Do you feel like joining us? You don't have to cut your camera on. I know it's impromptu. Do you feel like coming up, Cold Blooded? If you do, let me know. I will drop the link. I want you to share whatever it is you want to share. I saw your email. Oh my God. Is he still here? Oh, he made it look like Candace created Blexit because a white guy would not be able to. Exactly. Child. Cold-blooded, if you're here, I would love for you to come up. I will drop the link in the chat for you to come up on the show with me, because I want you to share all the goodies with Candace. Oh, please. Y'all let me know if he comes. Oh, God, is he here? Please come up, Cold-Blooded Christian. Are you here? I must be getting my chats coming in a little late. I'm going to drop the link. This link is for Cold-Blooded Christian. If you hear me, if you feel like it, please come up. You don't have to cut your camera on, because I'm going to leave mine off anyway. But I want you to come up and share information with us that you want to share. Please send me all of the videos you wanted to send me. Send them to me. You know I will go over them. All right. So that link is for Cold-Blooded, y'all. We are here for this. I told you all. If he comes up in this chat, I'm dropping the link. I am dropping the link. I would not get you all this excited for nothing. It is worth it. That is for cold-blooded. Okay? This link is for cold-blooded. So we're going to get back to this, and hopefully cold-blooded is able to join us. If not, cold-blooded, please let me know if I can share any of the information that you sent me in the email, and send over any recordings that you have. I will listen to that here. Y'all, it's something else. When I say this is how good it is. This is how important it is. I'm dropping the link for this man. Come on up, cold-blooded. If you're listening, keep your camera off and tell us. Oh, honey, he's got some goodies. I want y'all to know, I want y'all to hear from him. I want him to at least tell me what I can share. Please do that. Just tell me what I can share. Oh, if only you all knew. So let him know. Somebody let him know. I dropped the link in the chat for him to come up and join me. Please, please do. Okay. Hopefully he sees that. Where'd it go? Man, I was gone for like 6 seconds. All right, y'all, let's get back to this. We'll wait for cold-blooded. Man, when I say I've been waiting on him to respond and say something all day. But yes, George at one point was the chairman of TPUK. So I don't think it was the same time that she flew out there though to the UK, but he did become the chairman of TPUK. And guess how long he worked there? About 19 months. George worked there just as short as Candace did. And I'm glad that she says she was hired, because when Charlie Kirk first died, Candace made it seem as if she was a mason and helped build it. No. Charlie Kirk was your boss. He was your employer. Nothing more. And at one point considered you a friend, not a girlfriend. He saw that cray in you before anybody else did. Lord, we thank you. Lord have mercy. All right, y'all, let's get back to it.
And then at the end of December, we started, I called her a couple of times just to kind of chat. And again, just had these long, prolonged conversations, which were mainly about politics and trying to understand what she wanted to do in life. And at the end of December,
what you want to do in life.
I was actually flying to South Africa at the time for New Year's. And I called her and I just said, listen, I know this is completely crazy and we've just met, but how do you feel about getting married to me?
Just real quick. I missed the bit where there was any sort of...
There was literally nothing romantic had been said up to this point.
Okay.
I mean, literally nothing.
So I missed nothing.
We hadn't gone on a date. We had not talked about marriage or the future or anything like that.
All right.
And and she said yes.
No.
Yeah,
come on.
she did.
That didn't happen.
Yeah,
You're making it up.
It's all fiction. Fake news. No, it was.
This guy's not even Candace Owens' husband. I thought it was weird that he would refuse to go to Paris. Who is he? What a strange
Some random guy that just pulled off the street in Stevens.
Right. You called her up and said, "How would you feel about getting married?"
Yeah.
Were you nervous? Were you serious? Or were you partly expecting? Was this a pickup line?
No, I mean, no, I was 100% serious. I mean,
all right, my friends, the answers and breadcrumbs have been right in front of us for years. Once you start laying them out and start visualizing it as a time.
Oh, cold-blooded, you here? Yes. Can you hit the link? Do you mind? Please come up. You don't have to cut your camera on. Hit that link and share everything with us. Any and everything you want to share, especially what you shared in the email. Hit the link and come on up. Come hang out with me, buddy. You caught up? Oh, it's all good. You don't even have to cut your camera on. I know this is short notice, but man, I saw your email, and whatever information, recordings, anything you want to send me, send it. I just wanted to introduce you to the Lady Luck Club, and I know what you got going on Friday. Come on up and share with us. Please share with us. Oh my God. I'm so excited. And then if you want me to pull anything up or show anything, I sure will. Oh, this is gonna be good. The link is in the chat. If you can click on that, or I'll email it to you as well. Let me email it to you right quick. Please come on up and join me if you can. Uh yes. Join me if you can. I want to make sure I had a link for LLC. Y'all, this is going to be awesome. I'm telling you all right now. You guys are going to be in love with cold blood. I love you already, cold blooded. Okay. There you go. I just sent you the email of the link in case you're not able to click from the live stream directly. Please come on up. And you don't, like I said, you don't have to cut your camera on or anything. I know you got some things going on, so y'all ready?
Hello, hello. Testing. Yo, what up? I made it. I made it. I ain't never done that before. I didn't know what I was doing, but I made it. What's up?
Yes. How you doing?
We're in it.
Yes, we are.
Oh, you know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you know, I'm just keeping it moving, you know, just keeping it moving, keeping that grind on every day. Keeping the heat on Candace is what I'm doing.
Exactly. I'm so glad you joined us. I am here for this. I just love your content, honey. I love your content, honey. You gotta share with us.
I'm all about your lives.
Yes.
Yeah, your lives are on point. It's fun over here. I'm all about this. Yeah. I catfished Candace. I did. I got 3 different phone calls with her. Yeah. I got 3 different phone calls with her, and I still got her phone number. We still are talking bases. I'm thinking about calling her again. And the first phone call is about 7 minutes long. The second one's about 10 minutes, and the third one's about 5 minutes long. And I put her in her place. I really do. I told her, I really did. I told her that she needs to recuse herself from the investigation. I told her that all investigators, anyone who claims to be the best friend of anyone, you have to recuse yourself. You are too close to the investigation. There's no way that you could ever give a true, honest investigation if you are someone's best friend. Not to say that she really was Charlie's best friend, but if you're claiming to be Charlie's best friend, you can't just be part of the investigation. It don't work like that. So I was telling her also how she needs to start a GoFundMe instead of starting for Mitch. She needs to start a GoFundMe to hire the best investigators in the world. If she feels if there's really something going on and she needs some help proving it, because she obviously can't do anything herself, just come up with no evidence in going on 9 months. So I told her straight up, like, hey, you need to hire, I think, instead of getting all that money for Mitch Snow, why don't you get some money hire some real investigators? She did not like that. And she told me that she would recuse herself from this conversation. That's what she told me. That's one of the best drops there. I told her that she worships Kanye, not Jesus. I said, you worship Jesus, not Jesus. It's on my YouTube page. I mean, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. When I first started talking to her, I was a little nervous, but I got into it. And I mean, then she calls me the 3rd time, and I text her. And all these times, all I did was text her, and she called me instantly. And then she called me from laying in bed. Like laying in bed, she calls me. And yes, I'm telling you, this girl, like I believe Candace Owens is a drug addict. I truly do. I believe that she's on Adderall. I believe she takes Xanax on the regular. Every time that I talked to her on New Year's Eve, the very first night that I talked to her was I talked to her on New Year's Day, and it was kind of just lining up our conversation. And then the next day I talked to her New Year's Eve on New Year's Eve night, and I believe that she was under the influence. I do. I think you can kind of hear it in the phone conversation. I think that this woman is an operating addict. I do. I believe that she takes Xanax, and I believe she takes Adderall. I mean, we all know that she wrote that article about, scoring Adderall, and she has admitted that she had an addiction to it back in the day. If you look at her eyes, look, man, I'll be quite honest. I used to be an addict for, let's say 16 years, and I use and abuse Adderall. I use and abuse Xanax. I can tell you right now, from being an operating addict myself. You know, I'm clean for almost 4 years now. I mean, by the grace of Jesus Christ, to be honest with you. But this
Amen.
woman is an addict. I'm telling you right now, she is 100%. She is an operating addict. That's why she has no remorse for anyone. Because when you take that Adderall, it gives you horse blinders, and you be very, you're narcissistic. You're all about yourself. You have no humility. You have nothing. It's all about you. That's all you care about. So yeah, man, I called her, and I just more or less was trying to catfish her, and I got her on the phone, and you'll hear me, and I asked her, I was like, hey, Candace, what are we doing with this Bride of Charlie stuff? I go, it's a joke. I was like, this is right when the teaser came out of the Bride of Charlie thing, and I told her, I said, I watched your teaser, and it's a joke, and I said, what are you doing? And this is when it was during Lent, and I asked her, I said, what are you doing, Candace? Is this not Lent? Are you not a Catholic? And she answers me, man. Like you can hear the whole phone call. She's going back and forth with me. So yeah, I told her straight up. I was like, look, I used to follow you. I used to, watch your podcast, and I was like, but you have fallen off. And I told her you need help, and I told her I believe she's under a demonic possession, and she took it all, man. Like this woman is not the person that she perceives to be while she's in that basement of on her podcast. When you push back against Candace Owens, she tightens up fast. And I'm telling you this, you can hear it in the phone call. She has no way of even dealing with me. And I ain't gonna be lied to you. The second phone call, I'm being kind of rude to her because I was irate what she's been doing, and I couldn't stand it no more, and I kind of lost my nerve. But the first and the last phone call, we were very cordial. And the last phone call, I texted her and I was like, hey, can we talk? She called me in seconds. And she's like, hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? And I'm like, yeah, everything's okay. I started quizzing her about all the crap she's doing. And she goes, I don't even know who you are. She goes, I don't know who you are. Like, if you don't know who I am, why are you texting me? And the very first thing you can hear her say when she calls me, she goes, is everything okay? Are you okay? Like, you don't know who I am, but you're calling me and asking if I'm okay. It's just awkward. It's very awkward. It's very weird. But yeah, they're all three of the calls are on my YouTube page. They're probably buried. Okay, after all the gotta pull this up. But they're on there. They're on there. Okay. And I mean, it's crazy.
So here is the Cold-Blooded Christian YouTube channel. I see at the bottom the phone call Candace doesn't want you to hear, and then the second one. Where's the third one at? You said it was 3 calls?
Yeah. Maybe I don't have my third one on there. I might have to I have to upload that. It's on my TikTok for sure. I can't believe it's not on there. I think it might have got removed. I think
send it to me if you have it.
Yeah, I have it. I got it.
So let me ask you this. When you're talking to her, where do you think George is? Because he doesn't really give her any
where are her kids at?
Where is she? Where's George and where are the kids?
And where exactly? And that's my exact, because I've talked to her 3 times, and every time it's like she's instantly calling me back. I text her, she calls me back instantly, and I have the same feeling. Like, where are your children? You got 4 young children, and you're always on X. You're always doing a live stream. When are you a mother? Because I edit videos myself, and I don't have enough time. So I don't know how she has time to do a podcast, a live stream, and take care of 4 kids. Nah, man. I ain't seeing that. I'm not seeing that. Yes. The first time she called me, she said that she got up out of bed and then she had to go to her office to call me. And, it was really weird because, it was like 10:30 my time, which means it was like 12:30 her time. So she got up out of bed and called me at 12:30, which goes to show that she has absolutely nothing. I didn't email her anything about anything. And she's calling me, harassing me for information because she has nothing. She has absolutely nothing, man. This woman has nothing. The only thing this woman has discovered is how to use the federal government, the distrust the Americans have for the federal government, and how to use it and monetize it and use it against the Americans. That's all she's learned how to do. She knows that people do not trust the government, and she is using it for her own gain. That's exactly what she's doing.
So let me ask you this: do you think that the sloppy Joe Ken, as I call him, do you think he may have been giving her information about what was going on with, as far as what the FBI, CIA, were involved in regarding?
You're talking about with Joe Kent?
Yeah, with Joe Kent. Do you think he may have been giving her information?
From what that goofy Mitch Snow dude said on that. I don't know if you saw that other podcast, but he claims that Mitch Snow was the guy who cleared him for Candace. So I believe so. Yeah, I do believe so, because he said that Joe Kent was the guy who did a background check on him and made sure that his background was okay for Candace. He literally said that on another podcast. That dude can't hold a secret his life depended on.
Wow. And then so if she's able to, like, you know, when you text her, she calls you or you call her, does she know who you are on YouTube? Or she has not put that?
This is the funny thing, is that she tells me that she doesn't know my name. My name is at the top of my email. My full entire name is at the top of my email. This is the kind of investigator this woman is, okay? And you hear me tell her this in the phone call. She tells me on the third phone call, she goes, I don't even know who you are. I go, Candace, you don't know who I am, but you called me. This is your third time calling me. I've never called you. I go, and then you're texting me. I got text messages from you. I got emails from you. And then you're saying you don't know my name. My name's at the top of the email. She's like, it is? And I go, yeah. I go, what kind of investigator are you? But I'm telling you, man, this is what we're dealing with. And that's why these are other reasons why I believe that she is a drug addict, because the confidence that she has. She truly thinks that she has all. She really thinks that she's all this in a bag of chips. She really does. And I think that she has this belief because of her. I think she's on drugs, man. She really has this other perception of reality that it's not real. It is not real. Who she thinks she is not who she is. Yeah, this woman she's scary. Honestly,
I said she was dangerous. I have been saying that for hit the 4 if y'all know. I've been saying that Erica Kirk needs to get a protection order against Candace Owens since last year, November. I have been saying that repeatedly.
I agree
that she needs to get.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how she wouldn't be able to, for the simple fact that she has people in her building giving her information about Erica. If that's not stalking, if you don't deserve a protection order on that, they need to change the law.
Thank you.
It's crazy. Stalking. It's crazy to me. And for people to watch her and think that she, by any means, is not going after Erica out of jealousy or the fact that I think that she believes that she is owed equity from what she perceives to be building Turning Point USA. Even though Charlie started since he was 18 years old and she was only there, 3 years? She thinks that she sits there. Yeah, she thinks that, I deserve, I built that. I deserve the equity in that. And don't get it twisted. Anybody that doesn't believe that this woman is trying to tear down and burn down everything Charlie built and then build it back up in her image, in her and George's image, which is going to be based in their Catholic for Catholics, Catholicism, which is, if you look into Catholics, it is nothing but a bunch of Catholics who have been excommunicated from the Catholic Church, from the bishop who started Catholics all the way down. This is not normal Catholic people. So I truly believe, if you know anything about George, this dude is the real deal. If anyone wants to talk about Erica being the plant, they are the plant. Candace and George are the plant. George is still part of the Bullington Club. He's part of the prestigious Bullington Club, which is he is, and which is equivalent to the Skull and Bones Club here in America. If you know anything about the Skull and Bones Club, they put more American presidents in office than any organization, and it goes the same thing for the Bullington Club. And the funny thing about that Bullington Club is that they are known for throwing lavish parties at historical landmark buildings and then tearing the place up to the point to where the cops get called. In 2010, they got called on them, and George was the president at that time. And they build it back up. They pay for it, and so, in my opinion, man, George is just, they're tearing down Charlie's. He's a destruction dude. That's what they do in that club. It's a destruction club. They are known for being destructive, being, getting drunk. And that's why George can drink so much, bro. If I drank 3 times over the legal limit, I wouldn't be able to flip a truck. I wouldn't be able to drive a truck. That dude is a drinker. I was a bartender for 20 years. This dude, for him to have that legal, that much alcohol and still walk up to a police vehicle and then dude, he is a hardcore drinker. So when Candace is going home at night, don't get it twisted. That dude ain't there. He out partying. You don't go and live the lifestyle. You don't live the lifestyle that dude lived his whole entire life under his daddy's thumb, and then have all that money, all that power, and think that he at home, booing up with Candace. Come on, man. That dude got
Exactly.
3 side dudes on the side. He's rolling around doing and don't think, for instance, that he's not using Candace. Candace is his horse. He drafted her because what he's trying to do is get out from underneath his daddy's thumb. And he knows what Candace is. He saw what the natural talents that she had on Twitter, just be able to market herself, being able to notice when an opportunity is arising and put herself in that position. He noticed that from the very get-go, and he realized, hey, man, this woman right here, what I could do with her, what I could teach her with psyop tactics, to teach her repetitive phrases and how to dehumanize people, how to do character assassinations, how to go all the way there and put you. What she does is she will float 2 points out there, and she will allow the audience to put those points together. So that she's not liable for that. So then you look at her comments, she'll go and float all these things in her show. You go to the comments, and they're putting all of those points together for her, so she doesn't ever get close to it. And that was, if you look, I've looked at her, and I'm working on a video on this. If you look at her past podcasts before she ever got with PragerU or she got with Daily Wire, you see anything that she does before she got with George, I should say, before she got with George, you can see she wasn't doing these dehumanization tactics. She wasn't doing these repetitive phrases, saying everything is weird. It's so weird. And these are things that I believe that he has taught her. I truly believe this. And I think that interview where he sits down and he talks about how he noticed her, he was like enamored with her, and he noticed her. He was looking at her afar. He goes, you know what? I can mold that right there into something what we see today.
Yeah,
I truly believe that.
He has the money, he has the wealth that she desires. And she didn't have a problem, catapulting herself into this spotlight. She had been trying to get into Hollywood, before she even turned 18. So her trying to get that attention on herself is not something that's new for her. He just took that, and like he says, he stands behind the camera, and he just kind of supports her along the way and let her do her thing. But here's the thing, though. It's only but so far he will be able to go before he becomes liable for the things that she says and does, especially when it's landing her in the court of law. Because he knows that she's out here talking about stalking another grown woman. And he doesn't care about how that makes her look in the eyes of the law. That is stalking. Do you think
he knows what she puts out on her podcast? Because she has claimed recently that he doesn't watch her podcast, but then she's also claimed that he is in control of every operation, that anything and everything that she does, he's in control of it. She has said that. So I don't know.
He said he stands behind the camera. He just stands behind the camera. I do believe he knows. I do believe that he watches, and I do believe that he has a role he plays. I mean, the Georgetown Inc. covers her website, and then the Candace Owens LLC covers her social medias. He knows what she's putting out there. Even if he watches a few minutes of it, or he goes down to see her recording, he knows what she's saying and doing. And he certainly sees the posts and all of the backlash she's getting about her coverage on Charlie Kirk and Erica Kirk. There is no way. He is completely ignorant to that when he said so himself, that he stands behind the camera and he allows her to shine and get glory and all the stuff he was talking about. He knows what she's saying and doing, but it's going to start hitting him in the pockets because, what's hers is his and his is hers. That includes lawsuits and debt. So if he's got the money and she gets a $20 million judgment hit against her, guess where that money's going to come out of? That's coming out of both of them. It's coming out the household. It's not just coming out of her. No, that's something he's going to have to, either he's going to have to distance himself from her, or he's going to have to help pay for these lawsuit settlements that she's going to want. Because this girl does not want to go to court and give up discovery. And I tell people this. I said she's going to want to settle. She does not she doesn't understand how subpoena power works. She doesn't have it. And she doesn't understand, or she doesn't care about the aspect of her being put in the hot seat. She's not going to want to get deposed or cross-examined or to have to give up discovery, because she knows that the moment it goes to the courts, it will now become available for public inspection. She doesn't want people to know what's truly going on, because it is going to reveal so much more about her just by looking at her financial affidavit. And that is what she's afraid of. This is why she handles herself the way she does when it comes to legal matters. She's stalling with the Macron lawsuit, and he has said nothing. She's going to play around and stall with Brian Harper's lawsuit. And that's her tactic. It's her MO. Let me sit here. Let me try to pull this out in the court of public opinion. But when it comes down to the court of law, and that's why what you said in the beginning about her being a completely different person from YouTube than she is in real life, I can believe that. I believe she's still a butthole, but I can't believe.
Yeah, she is that. She is that.
She's definitely putting on this PR stunt in front of a camera, but you put her in a courtroom. That's where you're really going to get to see her true character and her true nature. Candace is not smart enough to understand what's going to happen to her in the courtroom. And she's already admitted to defaming the Macrons. She's just trying to say that it happened in Tennessee. No, that's not how the law works. But yet, she thinks she has subpoena power. She's going to have to learn these things the hard way. And so when you talk to her, let me ask you, does that, and oh man, when she is on the phone going over it, does she sounds like she is completely obsessed with Charlie? Does she sound like she's scorned? What is the tone?
Dude, she's I keep going back and forth with her. I keep going back and forth. I'm like, she really believed this stuff, or does she really believe this stuff? And is there like really a demonic, like, is the devil really kind of taking advantage of the situation, or is she totally grifting? She's lying out the wazoo, and I can't tell you the truth, man. I really don't know, but I go back and forth with it. I think it might be a little bit of both, honestly. But I think because it's obvious we've caught her in so many lies that we obviously know she's lying and that she knows she's lying. So we know that. But the one thing I would say, when I talked to her the very first time, I was, catfishing her, and she told me, I was talking to her. She's asking me for information. Okay, what information you have for me? I was like, okay, well, I didn't mean for you to call me. I was like, you're on my regular phone. I was like, I don't really feel comfortable talking about this on my regular phone. I was like, tomorrow I'm gonna call you on a burner phone. And she's like, okay. And she's like, okay, but and she's like, I got a lawyer. I told her I have a lawyer, and my lawyer told me to call you on don't call you on my regular phone and anything I say to you. And so that really perked her ears up. She was ready, and she goes and tells me, she goes, okay, but who's your lawyer? And I was like, oh, it's this guy. And she's like, well, just so you know, they own the lawyers. You can hear this in the phone call. And I'm like,
they own the lawyers.
This is what she said.
About the Jewish people.
This is what she says. Yes, you know it. You know it. You know it. So when she said that, man, I was just like, okay. I was like, she's all in. I think she's all in. But at a certain point, she might start believing her own lies. Like I really can't tell, man. I don't know if she's legit or not. What do you think? You think that she's like 100% lying, or do you think she's believing her own stuff at this point, or what?
Personally, I think she knows that she's lying, and she's putting this together as she goes along, because she doesn't care. Like, the things that she said 6 months ago has morphed into something completely different 6 months later. So she doesn't really, the only thing she's stuck to is the issue about the Fort Huachuca and the Egyptian planes. Everything else has been kind of a fly-by-night type of thing, and she goes based on how it sticks and people respond to it. So that's
I think a lot of that has to do with her being a narcissist. Not exactly. Yeah, not wanting to admit that she's wrong, And I live by this quote. I really do. There's this quote that I live by. It goes like this: a wise man changes his mind sometimes, but a fool never does. To change your mind is the best evidence you have one. And that is one thing Candace will never do. She will not admit, like, hey, you know what? I was wrong about this. And it's infectious. Her whole entire audience is the exact same way. I have so many of them that will, like, I'm not reading that, or I'm not watching that. They won't even look at evidence. And then when you do show them, they're like, well, Erica's a liar. She lied about her dating scene. She lied about her, even though when the whole dating scene thing about the New York thing, she said, I'm not in the New York dating scene. She didn't say I'm not dating, or I don't have a boyfriend ever. That's the whole other game, man. Like, I didn't go into the dating scene either, but I always had a girlfriend. That's a different thing. Right. But these people, they just want to push it, or like, because I ask them all the time, like, what? I ask for evidence. Like, what evidence have you guys come up with? And all I get, I'm not kidding you, and you tell me if you have anything different. But they tell me the JD hug with the weird head pad, or she came out the fireworks, or the glitter outfit. And now Candace Owens is talking about that she's, the thing that she did before the White House Correspondents' Dinner, where she was in that lace dress, and she was in the the window with the curtain.
She was absolutely.
I mean, it's like
stunning.
nonstop. Right, and it's just hating. You're just hating on it. You hate that I truly believe, and this is another video I did, but Candace talks about that she had a play date with a blonde girl. Have you seen that interview about? She talks about she had a play date with this blonde girl when she was in elementary, and I can't remember the girl's name, but she went to her house, and she was blonde with blue eyes, and she lived in a Victorian house, and Candace was living in the projects at the time with her. I don't think her mom was there.
Oh yeah, that's the interview from
Russell
Brand. Yeah.
Yes. And I truly believe that, our makeup as kids, when you're that young, she has this angst in her for rich people, especially. Look, she wants to claim, I have 3 blonde girls that work for me. Yeah, that work for you, that you boss around and tell what to do every day. That's a whole other thing than having say someone like Erica Kirk and showing respect to her because she's, in Candace's eyes, more powerful than her. And I truly believe that because my wife has issues with blonde women. My ex-wife is blonde, and I've known many being with blonde women in my life. There's a lot of women have issues with blonde women. And I think this is one of the reasons why, and I don't think Candace realizes it, but in that same interview, she goes and talks about the relationship she has with her grandma. But then I have another thing where she was on a Blexit thing, and I've tied them both together. She literally says that she had no women in her life that were good role models. But then she was on a Blexit thing, an old video I found, where she's talking about her grandma was everything to her, and she raised everybody in her family. She's a liar, man. So every little lie that they want to pin on to Erica, I can throw a lie just as equivalent that Candace has, but they don't care. Her audience doesn't care when Candace lies, only when Erica lies. It's a joke, man. The whole thing's a joke.
Yep, and she knows
sad,
that,
really.
and
it really is sad.
She feeds on that venom and that response that they give her, and it's very cultish. I mean, I've been saying this whole time, Candace is a cult leader. She has this narcissistic personality profile where you can't get the truth from anyone else but me. I'm the only one that can tell you the truth of everything. I'm the only one that can tell you what's really going on. Exactly. And yet she wants to sit here and say that, we despise gatekeepers while she acts as a gatekeeper herself. Anything concerning Charlie Kirk. Oh, she's the gatekeeper.
And tell me what other podcaster has their face on their cup, their face on their computer, their face all over their intro, and their face all over their merch, wearing tell me one other person doing that. I mean, besides Trump. And I mean, Trump invented that. You know what I'm saying? He's allowed to do that. But Candace Owens, no, man, you're a narcissist. I've never seen someone so narcissistic in my life.
Me either.
She is by far. It's
to lie about having 2 degrees and you don't post either of them up. I mean, how crazy is that again? So you have 2 degrees now in journalism and in English. And yet you won't
when did that happen?
Your own degrees. When did this happen? Like, I literally emailed the school. I emailed University of Rhode Island. And because of the federal protections of student records, all I could do was get confirmation of someone with that same name and date of birth that we know that's public, that she has associated herself with, right? And they emailed me back. I showed it in the live stream I think I did on yesterday, and showed it where the enrollment director stated a student with that name did receive a degree. Now, here's the thing. I've never seen a photo or video of any sort of Candace on any campus at URI. I've never seen or heard anyone claim to be a classmate come out and speak and confirm that she attended the school. None of that. And yet,
she would have a picture of herself.
Exactly. Graduation photo.
Yeah.
She would have it. She said she dropped out, but yet if you went back to school and you earned not 1, but 2 degrees from a school that does not even offer that type of program for you to get those 2 degrees. The University of Rhode Island does not offer a dual degree program for you to come out with journalism and English. They don't offer that type of program for that. So how do you drop out of school your 3rd year, go back and finish up 1 year and come out with 2 4-year degrees? That doesn't happen. And if she majored and minored in it, once again, why not show that off? You're a narcissist. You're a cult leader. You want people to think that you know what you're doing. So why lie about that if you did not go back to school? But if you did, why not post up your degree? Why not hang it on the wall? Like, if you want people to believe you're a journalist and you actually went to school and got a journalism degree, wouldn't you hang that on the wall to show that you have a credential?
You would think
that you qualified.
Think.
Like, you would think you would show that off. It's so crazy. Like, and I put up.
She would show it off. She would show it off.
She would show it off. She would say, "Look, y'all,
she would.
Piers Morgan was wrong. I got a journalism degree. So for him to say I'm not a journalist, that's a lie. I actually am. Why not show that off?" And her cult is not share.
That bothers me about her, that people try to act like she's a journalism. And this is what I tell people, man. I go, think back to the Kamala so-called investigation. Think back to the Macron investigation. Can you sit to someone and at a water cooler, at a dinner table, can you sit to someone and recite any kind of evidence or then tell somebody how, like, okay, this is how she proved it? No, she doesn't prove anything. She never gives evidence of anything. It's all hearsay. It's all feelings, never facts. It's always the same thing with her, man. It really is. The thing that tipped me off on her, like, as soon as I got saved from Jesus Christ, man, I ain't gonna lie, like, I was in my Bible and that definitely gave me discernment. But I saw her one day, she was talking mess about, you remember when all, like, Kanye's wife was wearing all that sheer, like, barely nothing clothes, and all, like, the starlets started copying her. Candace was doing, like, a live stream, and she was showing all these women, walking on the red carpet wearing barely nothing, and she was knocking them for it. But we all know where that style came from. It came from Kanye's wife, and yet she didn't want to, like, tie the two things together. And it was like, so, like, I was like, hold up, man. And then I started paying attention. I started watching her more of, like, with an objective eye, going, okay, hold on. And I noticed that she never, ever, ever shared the gospel. She never talked about Jesus Christ. And I was like, going, hold on, man. And then I started looking into that little Hallow app that she always is pushing and stuff. And then I found out some stuff about that thing I didn't like. And I was like, hold on, man. I think she's a ravenous wolf in sheep's clothing. And sure enough, she is. She absolutely is.
Yep, absolutely.
That's my biggest thing with her. People tell me, you're obsessed with her. You're obsessed with her. No, I'm not obsessed with her. What I'm doing is because like myself, I was a new believer and I started watching her. And I was like, I got into that Hallow app because of her. And I was like, but then I realized that she was a fake. But this is my issue. And people ask me all the time, why are you obsessed with her? Because new believers and non-believers look at that woman and think that she is a real believer, and she's not. And I'm not going to sit back and let people think that that's how we act, how Christians act, how people who are truly following Christ act, because it's not. That's not okay to act like that.
Exactly. And I one thing I consistently point out is that I've never seen or heard her quote, the word of God accurately, nor have I heard her pray. She's never paused in a video and prayed or anything. I mean, she won't even quote a scripture. So, she can post anything.
And when you do quote scripture, her face crinkles up.
Yeah.
Nuh-uh. She don't like it when you come at her with scripture. She gets mad, man. She gets heated. She don't like that. She don't like that.
Yep.
Yeah, I tell her that in this last phone call. I tell her, I said, hey, James 1:27. I tell her, I straight up tell her that you are antithetical to Christianity. She does not like that. She does not like that because she knows it's true. She knows it's
what
true.
is she saying when you quote the scriptures to her? What is her typical response to you on the phone?
Well, the last phone call, all she kept telling me is, I don't know who you are. I don't know who you are. And I'm like, well, then hang up then, Candace. But her pride won't let her because she feels like I'm getting over on her. She's got to get a zinger in. The only way she'll throw a zinger in. That's like when she said, I recuse myself from this conversation. Click. And she hangs up because she got to feel like she's winning, And so, yeah, it's bad. It's bad. Like if you go and you hear the three conversations, I've sent them to people. I tried to get those things to go viral. I sent them to chicks on the right, but like the chicks on the right, they messaged me back. They thought it was too confrontational for them. And I was like, I get
honey,
it. You have a bunch of women watching, so I get it. Oh, I already know. I ain't worried about that.
I'm gonna play it. It's not even an issue. We're gonna be a little late. 5-second live stream. How much time you got? How much time do you have?
I gotta go here in a little bit. Okay, I do have to run here in a little bit, but I got some time. I got to go run and do something for my job here in a little bit. I got about 30 minutes.
Okay. Well, you know
But
what?
I will
Yeah,
tell
if you
you,
gotta hop off, yeah,
those
let
phone
me know. But
calls
we're gonna
just
play these videos.
yeah, and just know that when you hear these phone calls, I'm not very good at lying anymore, so it's kind of hard for me to like kind of lie with her at the beginning, and I was very nervous, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I first got on the phone with her,
Okay.
and I was very nervous, but I got out of my feelings real quick, and I believe I put her in her place, especially on the second phone call. I believe I put her in her place, but
I think it's
I don't
imperative.
know.
Yeah, it's imperative to get to show these so that way people can see that this girl, she's all about PR. It's all about public
She is.
relations. It's all about an image. It's all about the public opinion, and because that's what drives her views and likes and subs and gets her more money. That's all it comes down to when it comes to Candace. She doesn't care about consequences or anything. She gets offended when you sue her. And it's like, no, you had this coming. At least take it like a champion. If you're going to go out here and defame and lie on people, expect to be sued. You wanted to be sued. Sue me, sue me. I want subpoena power. Okay.
Yeah.
So when that happens, don't complain and whine and cry about it. But we are going to get through these two videos. Now, anytime you have to bounce, let me know. It's all good. But we're going to check this out because I have
Well,
been
I'm probably gonna
so
bounce
waiting
right
for
now
this
just
moment.
because
Okay.
I'm probably gonna
Okay.
bounce right now just because I don't want to hear myself on the phone call.
Oh, you
I
okay?
don't
So
like to
let me.
hear myself.
I'll let you down. Listen, there, y'all tell cold-blooded Christian how much we love him in the chat. Give him a hearty shout out.
I
Get him with some fire emojis.
appreciate
We
all of
love
y'all.
it. I absolutely
Much
love
love.
your
Keep up the good
content.
work.
Thank you. And anything you want to send
No,
me,
thank
you
you.
got my email. Email it to me. You know I will play it here. Candace watches me. She knows I am not scared of her. I ain't scared of you and your cult members, girl. Don't be afraid to email
As soon
me
as I get off
anything.
this,
Yep.
okay, as soon as I get off this, I'm going to upload the third phone call onto my YouTube page so you can look at that too if you want. Because that one, in my opinion, is the best one because I was
Yes.
more reserved than anything. But
Mhm.
the second and the third phone call are the best. The first phone call is just us making arrangements, if you will. But that is where she says that like the lawyer thing to like what they own the lawyer things. But they're all worthy. I think they're all worthy of listening to. I just don't want to hear my goofy self. So I'm gonna bounce, but I'm gonna load that third one up right
Okay.
now. All right. Hey, I
All right.
appreciate you letting me on here, Lady Luck. I love your
Thank you
streams,
for
and I will
coming
be
up.
definitely be. I'll be jumping on anytime I see you on there. Okay.
Absolutely. Shout out to you, honey. Have a good one and take care of yourself. We're praying for you.
Thank you. Much love to all the
All right.
Lady Luck crew. See y'all later.
All right. Bye-bye. Y'all, shout out to the cold-blooded. Oh, I feel so honored. We got cold-blooded. Yeah, I'm so used to saying that. Oh, man. Cold-blooded. Christian was able to join us. Y'all, we're going to get these videos in. Y'all thought I was playing. So as you all heard, we're going to have to push back our live stream for the Mark's interview to tomorrow. Y'all, we just going to push them all back, okay? We're going to push them back. I got to change the title of this live stream. So tomorrow we'll do Fax Me, and then after that we'll do the Marks tomorrow. Is that good? Because we had to catch Cold-Blooded. He's got some things going on, real life things happening on Friday, and he would have been unavailable for over a month. Okay, so we had to catch him. But y'all heard him. He catfished Candace 3 times. 3 times, y'all. He catfished her 3 times. Didn't I tell you all to go ahead and tip line up? He actually hit that tip line up and was able to get her on the phone 3 times. So far, we got 2 of the calls he uploaded to his channel. Make sure you all check out Cold Blooded's YouTube channel link. Where's his link? Oh, y'all. There it is. Thank you, S-Files. Go subscribe and watch his videos. People thought, listen here. We're not playing over here. Candace, you dumb alien. We're not playing with you. When I say foot on neck, I mean, just that. Can we get an image of me putting my foot on Candace's neck? And cold-blooded Christian. Can we get a image of cold-blooded and Lady Luck Club putting our foot on Candace's neck? That's going to be the thumbnail for this live stream. He catfished her 3 times, y'all. Oh, man. When I read that in the email, I said, oh, I'm so here for this. Who knew? Listen, won't God pick him? I knew I deserved something in this. I said, I love your content. I love your way of delivery, how genuine and authentic you are. This is over on X, you all. See, God knows how to bring the right people along your pathway. Won't he do it? Amen. Lord, we thank you. We got Edie Marie still in the chat. You still with us, girl? Great things about to happen with your skits. We still gonna check out Edie Marie at the end of this, but y'all, we got to hear these 2 calls. Oh, he catfished her. I am so here for this. Y'all go check out Cold Blooded Christian YouTube channel. Oh man. All right, y'all. We're gonna have to rearrange the live and push back the 9 o'clock live to tomorrow, okay? And we'll do Fax Me tomorrow and separately do the Victor Marks interview tomorrow. Hopefully I'll have like an animated version of that, you know, because Candace, you're just intolerable. So we could get like a cartoon animated version of that interview. That would be fantastic. If I can find that, I would rather do that because Candace gets on my nerve. I'm not even gonna lie. But we'll push that back to tomorrow, y'all. We're gonna give the rest of this evening to this great content from Cold Blooded Christian. Y'all ready? We're gonna listen to some recordings. I can't believe this golden treasure was hidden in his channel, but we are here for it. Hit the 4 when you all can see and hear. Let's go.
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Good. I'm not reporting you. I don't report my sources. I'm trying to report the bad guys, not the good guys.
Yeah, but what has happened to your last source as of the last couple of days is very concerning to me.
Oh, well, he came on the show, so that's a little different. I'm assuming you're not willing to come on the show.
I'm willing to come on the show if you black me out and you change my voice.
Oh, okay. Well, that's amazing. Well, let's first hear what you have to say. Yeah, I never require people to like expose themselves or anything. Like, you know, Mitch was willing to come on. I asked.
Oh, Candace, you dox people. Who you mean you're not willing to expose people? You have doxed a Jewish donor because they gave money to TPUSA. You doxed that poor woman. You doxed kids on college campuses. You doxed a college kid because he was wearing a green hoodie. You have doxed people who went to UVU and followed the footsteps of Tyler Robinson. You have caused people to have to leave their homes and move into other neighborhoods because your cult members were looking for them. And let's not forget about this social autopsy thing. All you do is dox. Candace, it's a cybercrime. So you're a criminal. And you got the audacity to say I don't put people out there? You're lying to my cold-blooded Christian. How dare you lie to him? Cold-blooded Christian, I got your back. Don't worry.
If you would. But yeah, I'm super keen to hear what you have to say.
Well, I'll be quite honest with you, Candace. I'm a little freaked out talking to you right now. Just the fact that it's you. Personally, I've been a fan of yours forever. And then just to have you on the phone and the situation that I have to tell you, the story that I have to tell you, I just don't feel comfortable talking about it on this phone line of mine, to be quite honest with you, because it's my work phone line. I don't know exactly.
How did she get this number?
Military?
No, I am not. No, I'm not.
I don't think you have to worry about anything. And are you government?
No, I am not. I'm not government. Okay. But once you find out who I work for, you'll understand why I'm worried about telling you on this phone, and I'm worried about my name coming out because of that.
Okay.
What I would like to do.
Do you have an employer that would report you?
I have an employer who is my company is a globalist company.
He said my company is a globalist company. Candace, he catfished the hell out of you. Yeah, I work for Walmart, and all calls are recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. I would have played that little recording. I would have said, yeah, this is what I hear every time I use my phone. Hold on, let me play it so you can hear it, Candace. Thank you for calling Walmart, where you can now pick up your groceries that you ordered online. All calls are recorded for quality and training purposes. Please stay on the line. See, I can't talk to you on this phone. That's why I can't talk to you on this phone. It's a psyop up in here. You know, they come in the heads of lettuce. Candace. I would have butchered her little feelings.
My company is it's definitely talked about in conspiracy circles. So you probably know more about them than I do. I just know that I've reached out to a couple of people. I've reached out to my lawyer, and they told me not to say anything on this phone. Not necessarily think that they're listening in, or it's about future things that they might be able to get is what the problem is. And as much as we've been texting,
once you're public, you want to be super careful with what you do.
Absolutely.
Before you're public, you're safe, because they're just not going to be randomly tapping phones of a million people. You know what I mean?
I really didn't expect you to call me today, right now. I just got off work. I just hit Trader Joe's. I just walked in the door. What I would like to do is I'm going to go get me another way to call you tomorrow, if you know what I mean. And I would like to call you at this number, and I'd like to tell you every single thing that you need to hear.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mean to string you along. I really don't. I truly do not mean to string you along.
You are just like out of bed, send an email, and it's like,
I can hear it in your voice. Honestly, I didn't mean for you to. I'm on a different time than you are. I'm on the Pacific Northwest, so I didn't want to. I didn't expect you to call me. When you called me, I felt bad to answer because I don't have anything to say right this moment. But I didn't want to lose the chance of talking to you, so that's why I'm answering. But I will tell you, I have a very good story for you.
Oh, it would have been funny if he would have said, "I'm in Utah time," so
And I have something that will back up your Miss Snow. Okay, it will back up the Candle and Sweets. And it will back up Miss Snow, and I promise you that. I give you my word on that. Okay, and if you just give me until about your time, Tennessee time tomorrow, so it'll be my noon tomorrow here. I'm guessing 2 p.m. for you tomorrow, if I'm getting the time right. If you give me till tomorrow around noon, I will call you from another phone if I can call you at this number, and I will be able to tell you everything, and I will even send you pictures.
Okay, amazing. The second thing I want to say to you is this is very important. Be careful with lawyers, because if you have an employer, like you're saying, you have an employer, they buy out the law firms.
Okay. Well, this is a family.
She says the dumbest things. Candace, how does the employer buy out law firms? They hire them like a company. Think of it as an individual. Okay, let's take Candace Owens LLC, for example. Candace, you have an attorney that represents Candace Owens LLC. Does that mean that that same attorney represents you? Probably not. But that attorney represents your corporate entity, as if it's a person. If it's easier to see your LLC as a person, we'll call it Twinsy number 2. So Candace and Twinsy number 2 have their own attorneys. It doesn't mean that one is buying out the law firms for the other. It just means that Twinsy number 2 has its own attorney because it's a corporate entity, as opposed to you having an attorney as an individual alien from another planet. I told you I got your back, cold-blooded. I got your back.
My friend, he's been my sister's. To be quite honest with you, he's been my sister's sugar daddy for 17 years. I mean, he's been in my life for a long time. I've known this gentleman for a long time. So this guy is somebody who's, I consider him family. So you will be. Yeah, he owns his own firm. He's located in Houston, Texas, and you will be getting his name as well. Everything that I see will come on his letterhead.
Okay, amazing.
Yeah, so if I will lock you in, Candace, and I will give you a call tomorrow. If it's any later
than I know your name.
Can you know my name? I'll give you my initials. My initials are RT, letter R, letter T.
Why can't I even get your name? We're already on the phone.
Tomorrow at noon, I will give you my name. I promise you. Okay. I just want to make sure that anything that has been said or anything that's done is not on this phone.
Yeah, did y'all see his name in the email?
Can I know your name?
Can you know my name? I'll give you my initials.
Candace, how did you miss this? Candace don't pay attention to a dang on thing. Not even a little bit. My first and last name is at the top of the email. Confirm here, please. Y'all see this? Candace tips. I can't believe it, Candace. You actually sit around and call all these people sending those tips. Y'all flood her tip line. Send her that photo. Oh, we need an image of cold-blooded Christian and Lady Luck Club putting our foot on Candace's neck. And then somebody send that to her tip line. Cold-blooded. His name is right here, y'all. William is such a powerful, strong name. Look at God. Won't he do it? I knew there was something special about you. I knew it. It's a family name of mine. William. Look at God. Oh, shout out to you, honey.
My initials are RT, letter R, letter T.
Why can't I even know your name? We're already on the phone.
Tomorrow at noon, I will give you my name.
Candace.
I promise you. I just want to make sure that anything that has been said, anything that's done is not on this phone. Because if anything ever does come out, I don't have to worry about losing my job as long as I don't do it on this phone. And I don't have any other way to talk to you right now except for this phone, because where I'm at right now, I live in a tiny house. I live on some property. I have my wife's phone, and that's it. And I just would rather use a burner phone, to be quite honest with you.
Wow, so that's that serious?
Well, I mean, I think the subject is serious. Would you not?
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I've talked to a lot of people. No one's gotten like rumbled or anything inside a turning point, outside a turning point in the
And
government.
look, I was going to reach out to you, but once I have seen what has happened on social media and what has happened to Mitch Snow the last couple of days, I mean, look, I can't I have to be very careful for my sake, for my family's sake, for my job, for my very own. It's the only way I feel comfortable going forward, honestly.
Okay.
And I believe once I talk to you tomorrow,
you're gonna give me like something concrete. You're not just gonna be like, I can't tell you names.
You will get pictures. You will get pictures, and you will get a full-on story. And I'm more than happy to tell you the story, like I said, in front of a camera, blacked out, however you like to do it. But first we can go tomorrow, and I will send you pictures, and there will be something coming from my lawyer with the letterhead, just so that you know it's notarized and it is true.
Okay. I'm gonna just take your word for
This
it.
is something that I emailed you a couple of days ago, and I didn't hear back from you, so I was I had talked to my lawyer, and him and I have been watching and seeing everything going on online, and I have to for Charlie's sake, I have to speak up, quite honestly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So we appreciate everything you're doing, and I will reach out to you tomorrow. If I don't reach out to you by 12:30, feel free to give me a call, but I should be calling you around noon. Well, it'll be 2 p.m. your time, I believe. It's going to be noon my time, 2 p.m. your time. Okay, so
Okay, great.
thank you. You have a good evening. I hope you feel better. I'm sorry to get you out of bed.
It's okay. I hope it'll be worth it tomorrow. So I'll talk to you tomorrow.
All right, thank you.
Candace.
But Candace Owens, the next day on her show.
Oh, Candace. Oh, you get catfish, girl. Oh, my God, y'all. We got the second call. I told y'all we doing this. I can't believe the chicks on the right. Oh, y'all gonna want to play this. We ain't playing over here. Candace. All calls are recorded for quality assurance and training purposes. Please press 2 to speak with Lady Luck Club. Please press 3 to speak with the cold-blooded Christian. Oh, I'm so loving this. Okay, here's the second conversation, you all. Make sure you guys go on his YouTube channel to check out his videos. Do you understand? Let me show you all his channel again right quick. He's almost there. He needs 100 subscribers to get to 1,000. Can we help him get to 1,000, please? Tweet out his YouTube channel. Everybody go subscribe. Can we help Cold-Blooded Christian get to 1,000? Lord have mercy. I am enjoying this content. Let's get his views up. I see, oh, you coming in. 2,000 views, 1,700, 5,000 views. Let's keep going. Let's get him monetized, y'all. Let's get him monetized. Let's get him to 1,000 subscribers. If we can get him there, that would be awesome. Show some love in the YouTube community. Oh, you got such great content. We got so much to check out over here. All right, y'all. Let's get back to it. Here is the second call. And as soon as he uploads the third call, we're going to check it out. So let's get to it. Hit the 4 if you can hear. Sitting in my truck.
Hello.
Hey, Candace.
Hey.
The
How
RT.
you doing?
Hey, what's up? How you doing? So I'm sorry. It took me a little bit longer at my doctor's office than it normally did. But I just got out and I wanted to call just to kind of really just make you feel better about the situation. And you tell me, what do I need to do to make you feel better about the situation?
Nervous.
Well, I mean, I just don't know anything, so I think like part of it is just like I'm like, okay, am I being like trolled right now? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't know what's going on at all.
I understand. What I would say to that is the fact that everything that's going on online, I'm kind of worried. And I'm gonna be quite honest with you, Candace. I'm worried about maybe that you're not the right person for me to give the story to, because there's a lot of heat on you right now. Would you not agree? And I want the best for the investigation. And I really like to know what you feel about that. How do you feel?
I mean, you're asking me for advice when I don't know what it is. Like,
No, it's not. I'm asking you for. I'm asking you for.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, if you tell me what it is that we're talking about, but just so you know, if you're like, hey, here's the story, here's what I have, here's what I know, I'm not gonna just go live with that information. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, I did see it. I saw a Twitter where the COVID guy, you said that you're going to release his information to either he gets back to you or not, and things like that concern me. I'm worried.
What do you mean, hold that guy? What are you talking about?
Cabot. I'm sorry. I'm mixing
Yeah,
up.
Cabot was not a source.
Okay.
Like, I think you're confusing like what's going on a little bit.
No, I'm not.
Like,
I'm not. I
Cabot
understand.
was somebody who I was trying to like get a yes or no on about whether he was there, because another source has said that, right?
Okay.
In terms of my sources, I've never revealed any of my sources. They didn't want you revealed. There's some stuff that I haven't revealed because the source, I just felt I couldn't protect them, so they gave me something that I was like, it's amazing, it's good for me to know. If I tell the public, they'll figure it out if it's you. You know what I mean? And so I just like kept certain information not to the public because once I feel that I protect the source, or like we can move forward in the way the source wants to, I just don't reveal it. Not a single one of my sources has lost their job, has lost their career, nothing. And I never told them that they have to come public. I mean, Mitch wanted to tell a story because of what happened to him 35 years ago, and I was happy to have him on. But that was not like, I didn't say like you need to come on.
Candace, it's not about a source losing a job. It's about the fact that you dox people and they get death threats. Isn't it reasonable to say, I'm concerned about the way you're acting as far as how you're handling information? People are catching death threats. What you mean? Girl. Oh, if only, Candace, you probably would know it's me on the phone. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to hold it in too much longer. I would start it off with this call is recorded this for quality assurance and training purposes. She would hang up. Stop playing on my phone, Lady Luck. Oh, you dumb alien heifer. Candace, if I called you, would you actually talk to me on the phone? I would definitely record that. As a matter of fact, I would go live. This is priceless. Candace, why would you find it hard for any source to be afraid to tell you things when you're having people dox? Your dumb coat doesn't know how to act. And you are known for doxing people. You're known for doing that. You talk about, if it's a source, then don't worry about it. But you've done that to your sources. How many episodes you want me to pull up? You force people to have to respond to you just so they wouldn't get attacked. You think that kid wearing that green hoodie at UVU, he's a student at the school. You think he really want to have to deal with backlash because you pointed him out, talking about it's weird that he's wearing this green hoodie? Why is that weird? That's how college kids dress. Some of them, go figure, throw on whatever and go to class. They might not even take a bath. I mean, let's just be honest. You get some college kids nowadays that they'll just spray on something, throw on a shirt, some shorts, depending on the weather, and they'll run across campus and make it in time for class within the next 2 to 3 minutes. Like what are you expecting here? Oh, if you wear a green hoodie, you're weird, and it's not normal. Yeah, it's not normal for your husband to drive around 3 times the BAC limit, for the state law, and get drunk and drive into the earth, embankment earth, and crash his truck But George seems to blow our mind every time. He never stops to, just cease and amaze us all with what he's capable of doing when he gets alcohol in him. You wanted that to go away. Candace, you going to start sharing this stuff or we're going to have to keep digging deeper? Y'all, she would hang the hell up on me. I know it's you, Lady Luck. Bye, heifer.
So that's why I've been a bit confused because you're kind of asking like questions as if like I wouldn't protect you or like let you do what you want to do with your information. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You don't protect him.
I'm not trying to like, reveal sources and doing like that,
Well, I did kind of.
She's about trying to figure out who killed Charlie Kirk. Tyler Robinson. Candace, how much did you pay him? How much did you pay Tyler Robinson? That's what we want to know. We're just asking questions too. We're trying to figure out how much was he paid. While you're still unable to tell us who you think pulled the trigger on the gun, we want to know how much you paid Tyler Robinson. How about you start speaking of things to which you can actually answer questions in? Because you keep asking this question 8 months later, you're asking, I just want to figure out who killed Charlie Kirk. Why aren't you figure that out by now? It's been 8 months. Candace, you suck. Can't make this
I
out.
lied to you yesterday on something that we did talk about, and it's been riding in my conscience, and I want to be honest with you, okay? I said that I was a fan of yours. I was a fan of yours, okay? And then after all this that has happened with Charlie, I started to not believe you. And what I saw made me realize that I just need to ask you something. Is it possible? Is it any possible way that you might need to recuse yourself from the investigation, that you might be too close to the investigation? Because you would actually be the first investigator in the world to ever be able to investigate his best friend's assassination for a reason. There's a reason why all investigators in the whole entire world have to recuse themselves when they are so close to the victim. And I personally think when you were talking about having dreams from Charlie, the Bible talks that it is specifically is demonic. When someone passes and that spirit comes in your dreams, I think that there's a demonic presence that is
Oh, Candace. Oh, he's not lying. I told you I got your back cold-blooded. Oh, y'all. Oh, cold-blooded is going cold-blooded mode. I love
the whole
it.
entire world have to recuse themselves when they are so close to the victim. And I personally think when you were talking about having dreams from Charlie, the Bible talks that it is specifically is demonic. When someone passes and that spirit comes in your dreams, I think that there's a demonic presence that is coming and attacking Charlie and Turning Point, and they're using you, Candace. I truly believe that. And that's why I don't feel comfortable releasing my story to you. I've prayed. I have been fasting ever since I quit talking to you. And this is what I've come up with. I've come up with that you are too close to Charlie. I have you helped me. When I was saved from Jesus, I followed you. Okay. You and I've got the Hallow app. I did all that. Okay. 2 years ago, you were a big part of my life. Charlie was as well. You guys changed my life. You guys need to understand. You touched people. You actually touched me. Okay. You made a difference.
Okay,
But then hear me out one second. But then
like,
Candace, I understand, but then Candace, you talk about Jesus. You talk about Jesus more than you do Jesus. You don't talk about Jesus. You talk about Kanye more than you talk about Jesus, Candace. You don't share the gospel like Charlie does, Candace. I don't trust you. I don't trust you anymore, Candace. I don't trust you. Is it possible that you need to recuse yourself? Let's start a GoFundMe for get the best investigators in the world. Let's. I understand that. I apologize. I apologize. I apologize. Is it possible though? Can you answer that question? Is it possible you're too close to the investigator? You're too close to Charlie. Make me trust you. Answer the questions. Tell me why you shouldn't be recused. Make me trust you, and then I will give you the information. Is it possible, Candace? Is it possible that you are too close? That you love Charlie too much? Why are you excluded? Why are you? I'm sorry. And look, I'm not trying to troll you. I want to give you the information. I am worried about it. Candace, look what's happened to you the last couple of days. Okay. Candace, be honest with me. Be honest with me. What has happened to you the last couple of days? The last couple of. Yes, ma'am. I understand.
Like you're just like trolling and like this is getting a little bit too far.
Okay.
You would like me to put you in contact with someone that you trust. You can give me the name and I'm happy to facilitate that for you.
Okay. Who would that person be? I want to give it to you, Candace. I need you to say the right things. There's certain things that I'm hoping with you. There's certain things that I was hoping you would say in this conversation, and then I would be like, okay, if she says this.
You prayed and you fasted and I can't be trusted. Like what What would you like me to say?
Well, there's just something I was hoping that you'd say that, but you won't say it. So.
Well, I'm not. You're asking me to be on this.
You won't answer the question. You don't. Why are you allowed to investigate your best friend's assassination? The first investigator in the world would be able to do that. Does not have it. Why do you get to do that? That's the question I want answered. And if you can answer that question honestly, then I will tell you my story. I don't trust you, Candace. I'm sorry. You have shown yourself to be.
I don't understand what you're saying. I will not publicize anything.
Candace, you're on pace to make $1.3 million from YouTube alone. $1.3 million from YouTube alone since Charlie's.
Candace, how dare you make 1.3 million and you keep telling your cult members to have me believe that I'm getting 7,000 and I never get the money. Candace, I'm gonna invoice you for $7,000. You understand? You making all this bank, and you got the cult members flooding my chat and my comments talking about, did you get your 7,000? No, and I wish they would stop being a disappointment. Like you, they can't stop lying about me getting a bunch of money. Why not make it $70,000? Where the caddy asses at? Can y'all just give me a super chat? Leave me some super chats. The internet bill is $70. Go figure. 70.00. Can the Lady Luck Club get blessed with $70 at least? Just 10% of that 7,000 they keep wanting me to get from the candy asses. They never give me any money. And yet they keep talking about I'm getting paid $7,000. Let me tell you something. If I get $7,000 from Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, whatever, I will not feel bad about that. I will take that money, probably take my kids out on a trip, go to Universal Studios or something like that. We'll call it the Benjamin Netanyahu Universal Studios trip. That does not make me feel bad at all. Somebody wants to bless me with $7,000, I'm taking the money. Hit the four of you would take that $7,000. That don't scare us over here. I don't feel no way about that. While Candace is begging to be put on the payroll of TPUSA and for them to pay her a monthly retainer. Why should we feel bad about getting $7,000 from Israel or Benjamin Netanyahu when Candace wants TPUSA to put her on their payroll for 6 figures and to pay her a monthly retainer? And somehow the cult has no problem with that. They don't care that she wants to get money from TPUSA and be put on their payroll. These words have come out of her mouth twice. Now 3 times. And there are videos to prove it. Their own cult leader has said, I don't know why they just won't put me on their payroll for their PR. Why would you want any money from TPUSA when you're interfering with their ability to generate revenue by telling donors to demand a refund? How does that help the cause of you getting put on a payroll, Candace? Then they won't have any money to give your dumb behind because you're telling people to get a refund. Make it make sense? Who does that? If I want somebody to put me on their payroll, I'm not going to sit here and interfere with their ability to get money. That would be dumb. Then they'll say, well, we can't put you on our payroll now because you have everybody getting back refunds. So how are we going to pay you? Y'all see how stupid that is? See, Candace, you dumb alien. This is why it's stupid for you to do what's called tortious interference. You're interfering with their ability to actually make money, and yet you want to be on their payroll. And your cult refuses to get on your behind about that. They won't go off on Candace about this. They won't ever say to her, no, dear cult leader. What are you asking? What are you saying? Why would you want to be on TPUSA's payroll? They're the enemy. Remember? Bad guys, TPUSA, not good, lying, Erica Kirk, Fort Hatua, Mitch Snow. Remember all of those things? And you want them to give you a monthly retainer? Ew. Ew, that's a no-no. You want the cooties. You think the cult members will be getting in on Candace's butt about this? No. They never say, they don't see anything wrong with that. But they didn't want to sit here and think that they're insulting me by saying somebody's paying me $7,000. Where's the money? I want the cult to hate my guts. Where's the money? I'll take it. Where's the money? Add another zero to that. Make it $70,000. The same cult that won't even give me $70 in super chats. Can you imagine? The candy ass cult members actually giving the Lady Luck Club that $7,000. Imagine it. Picture it. Sicily, 1942.
Death. Before Charlie's death, you were making $10,000 to $15,000 a month. Okay. Money is the root of all evil. Money is the root of all evil. It's on Social Blade, Candace. It is there, and that isn't your endorsement. That isn't your endorsement. That's not Spotify. That's not YouTube. That is only. I mean, that's not Apple Pods. That is YouTube only. $1.3 million by January 10th. I'm not believing fake news. I don't watch news, Candace. I do my own research. Okay. Then why don't you release it? Then why don't you release what you've made?
Okay, I don't. Okay, can we please end this?
Yeah, hang the phone up whenever you want to, Candace. Hang the phone up whenever you want to. Keep going out there and don't get the truth because you can't find the truth. You are too close to the investigation, Candace. I don't want to scream. I'm sorry. Because I have something to tell you. Because I have something.
But if you want me to listen to me, if you want me to put you in touch with someone else that you trust, I am happy to do that.
Who is that person?
I don't want to yell at you. I just literally want you to tell me who you want to be in touch with, and I will give you the number and put you in touch. I am not interested. I've never had this kind of a dialogue.
Put me in touch with PBD.
Always friendly. I don't need to do this. Okay?
Put me in touch with PBD. PBD. I would trust PBD.
Okay, that is okay.
Get him. I'll talk to him on his minute. I'll tell him the story.
Okay, so if you want to do that, okay, that's fine. I forgot that he's on the next. Yeah, he's on the next. That's a great way to actually get past the and he's like on there all the time. And he's a great guy. I've had a great experience.
Candace, can you call Ben Shapiro for me? I got something to tell him. Can somebody get me in touch with Ben Shapiro? I got a secret to tell him from Tiny Horse. He's gonna love this one. Y'all, Tiny Horse just gave me some good news. Somebody tell Ben Shapiro, Lady Luck Club need to tell you something. Tiny Horse got something to say. Oh, Candace. Oh, you got trolled so good, girl. Oh, I love this. I love this.
Candace, I don't mean any disrespect. I don't mean to come at you sideways. I apologize. It's not what I'm trying to do. I'm just very passionate.
Hey, Tracy, this is cold-blooded Christian talking to Candace. He catfished her 3 times. So this is the second of the third catfish video. He called her and recorded it. This is actually Candace Owens on the phone with the cold-blooded Christian. Cold-blooded. They sleeping on cold-blooded. He catfished her 3 times. Oh, we're so here for this.
About this, I'm very passionate about you, and I don't like that everything's going on with you, and I don't like the way everything that's going on the internet. It's scary, it's gross, and people are outing people and doxing people, and the whole thing is just crazy, man.
Yeah.
Well, look, Candace, I'm sorry I'll let you go. I hope you feel better. I mean no disrespect, like I said. I meant everything I said to you. I just hope you think about what I said to you and realize that we can do better than this. We can do better than this.
She hung up. Oh, y'all. Oh, hooray. Shout out to the cold-blooded Christian for catfishing Candace. What the heck? And chicks on the right, they want to hear this? They gonna hear it now. Oh, yep. Here's the third one, y'all. Here it is. We got it, y'all. Here's the video. Here's the third one. Y'all ready? Cold-blooded Christian. He got the third video up. Let me drop the link. There y'all go. Candace sounds like she is high. He wasn't lying. She sounds like she is high. Candace. Oh, Candace got catfished. Candace. Oh, Lord. You sent down some legal letters, girl, please. We have to check that out tomorrow. Okay, so here is the full unedited video pixelated to hide her number. Yeah, Candace, we're not trying to dox you. No. We just really want to hear how bad you lie. Let's go. Y'all hit the 4 when you can hear.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I've been better. You sound tired.
No, I'm actually up. I'm just laying down.
Candace, I just wanted to talk to you.
Candace, you laying down where? You in bed? George cannot be in that room. Cold-blooded Christian got a deep voice. Deep manly voice, girl. You don't think George would hear that through the phone? I'm just laying down. Wait. What you mean? Land where? Where the kids at? See, cold-blooded Christian, you so much better than that. Any female would have said, "Where the kids?" Because we know she got 4 small kids. I don't hear not one child saying anything in the background. Where the kids at? Not have y'all heard these kids in any of these videos? This is the third one. In the first 2, did y'all hear any sign of a child? How was she able to hold these type of conversations like this? And the kids don't go to school. They're all home, right? How old is the oldest one? Y'all hear any children? I don't hear a dog barking, a cat meowing, a baby crying, a toddler asking for juice, mommy, juice. Nothing. You don't even hear George. Darling, who you talking to? It sounds like a man. What's his name? I'm not going to do that to you, cold-blooded. You think George will be somewhere intrigued trying to figure out, that's a deep voice. She said she's laying down. Candace, that's so weird.
Hey, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
I've been better. You sound...
Oh, cold-blooded, you have just a beautiful speaking voice, honey.
I'm tired.
No, I'm actually up. I'm just laying down.
Candace, I just wanted to talk to you about if you're willing to talk to me about what's going on with you in this investigative series that you're about to drop, because I'm hearing some things. And I just, if you're a Catholic, is it not Lent right now? Is this the kind of things that we're supposed to be doing during Lent?
I just wanted to tell you, I don't know who you are.
Okay, so why did you just call me and text me back then if you don't know who I am?
I just thought you were in trouble and needed
You
help.
thought I was in trouble, but you don't know who I am.
Candace, girl, you lying. You know I just like hearing your voice, baby. That's all you had to say, girl. God, what is wrong with this? I just thought you were in trouble. What do you mean? How? Candace, how did you think he was in trouble? What transpired in the text for you to believe he was in trouble? Let me call him. And you don't know his name? Girl, you missed the email where he actually showed his name. And you're calling him from a text message. Is cold-blooded still here? Are you able to share the text? What led up to this one? Not all of them, just the one that led up to this call. If you're listening. Because this is so weird. What was said in the text message for her to say, "Oh, I'm just laying down." What you doing, baby? What you doing? Uh-huh. How was your day? Are you at the work? Oh, okay. And you're like, Candace, why are you calling me? Candace, do you have friends? She ain't got no friends. Oh, I'm just laying down. You in trouble? She didn't even start off by asking him that. She just said it out of nowhere. Oh, I thought you were in trouble. How? How did we get here? Yeah. Where the kids at, Candace? Where are the children? You think 4 kids Candace should not have a dull moment to wonder if someone she claims she doesn't know is actually in trouble. I mean, man, you gotta think, like, what did she get out of a text message to have her believe he's in trouble? And yet, when he answers the phone, she called him. He answered the phone, and she's like, "Yeah, I'm just laying down." If you think he's in trouble, the first thing you would say is, "Hey, cold blooded, what's going on, honey? I got your text. Did I get that wrong? Are you in trouble?" Wouldn't you initially sound concerned the moment he answers the phone? Or is it just me? If I believe someone is in trouble and I call them based on a text message I just saw, I'm not wasting any time with it. As soon as they answer, "Hey, you okay? Where you at? What you doing? Mama worried. You scared me." I mean, what? And I'm a mama bear. I'm very overprotective of my children. So just having that edge already, if I see something that troubles me to where I need to call someone, I keep claiming I don't know because I think they're in trouble. Whatever that means, I'm not going to waste time with trying to figure out if they're okay. As soon as you answer the phone, "Cold-blooded, are you cool? You good? I just got your text. I'm scared. Should I be calling 911 or something? You need to go to the hospital? You all right? You need some help?" You don't sit here and just say, "Yeah, hey, I'm just laying in bed. What you doing?" I was eating a popsicle. I like the bananas and the mangoes. It's so good. You want one? Candace.
I just thought you were in.
Burn lint.
I just wanted to tell you I don't know who you are.
Okay, so why did you just call me and text me back then if you don't know who I am?
I just thought you were in trouble and needed
You
help.
thought I was in trouble, but you don't know who I am.
Yeah,
That doesn't make sense, Candace.
I literally
Candace,
don't know who you
hi.
are. I'm really sorry. I don't know who you are.
So are you a Catholic, Candace?
Yeah, while we're at it, are you Catholic? Because you calling me. Oh, cold-blooded. I love it. Y'all see how he's taking, he's like, "Okay, since you calling me, let me take advantage of the situation." Are you a Catholic? As opposed to her, what she's doing? It's one of these nervous calls where you want to actually try to get to know somebody, and you're trying to do it the ladylike way. You don't want to come off like you're giving that signal, but you kind of want to throw enough out there, hoping he catches the hint. That's what this phone call from Candace sounds like to me. Like she finds you to be deep and mysterious, and she wants to get to know you. And she's too nervous to just say it. Candace, you laying down. This is a married man. Candace, where's George? Yeah, y'all.
Are you trolling me?
Candace, I'm asking you a question. We've talked on the phone before. I thought that I could call you and reach out to you.
You are. You never told me.
I've told you my name. I've emailed you. My name's on the top of my email, Candace. Candace, are you a Catholic? Yeah, the emails that you responded to me, my name's attached to my email. My name's there.
This is crazy.
My box is monitored by someone else. I don't think that email maybe I have is get a lot of emails.
Wait, who monitors the box? She said my inbox is monitored by someone else. So how do you know who to call? If you're getting thousands of emails to this tip line, how do you know who to pick out to call? And why would you just call a random person out of nowhere that left a tip in a tip line that you don't even monitor? So who checks the emails? Does that make sense to you all? Oh my God, look, cold-blooded got her good. Candace, she can't even admit that she actually finds him intriguing. She just wanted to talk to him. Can't make this up. Oh man, cold-blooded's wife is gonna cuss you out, Candace, in the most spiritual ways. She's gonna come and have that righteous anger and go in on you. Stop calling my husband heifer. I got your back, cold-blooded. You and your wife tell her Lady Luck Club got our back. She'll get her attention. Candace, why are you calling this married man? Talking about you laying down. The hell wrong with you? Can you imagine her saying that to other men? Imagine how many other men that may have worked on. He's like, are you a Catholic? Now stun that. This is a pattern of behavior for Candace. You can imagine how many other men have actually fallen for that. And actually like, oh, you laying down? Oh, what you wearing? Like, that's where she wanted this to go. Don't worry, Mrs. Cold-Blooded Christian. Lady Luck Club has got your back. Candace, you heifer. Why are you trying to pull this stunt on a married man? I told you I see through you, heifer. I see through you, Candace. I see what you're doing. You don't just sit here, you sound so cavalier and high and laid back on Adderall or whatever, talking about, I'm just laying down. I don't even know who you are. And I just want to know who you are. Are you drunk? Candace, you drinking too? George had to be somewhere drunk. Is he out there getting another DUI on our U.S. highways? I need all the real men in Tennessee to make sure George Farmer understands we don't play that here in the United States. You're not getting on our U.S. highways and tear it up and then think that all your criminal records are going to be expunged so no one knows what you're doing. Now we just going to start taking some street justice and pop your behind a little bit. George, come get Candace. She calling random people.
You responded to me. My name's attached to my email. My name's
No,
there.
this is crazy.
I don't, just so you know, my box is monitored by someone else. So I don't think that I have email. Maybe I have.
By who?
Genuinely, I have not connected.
Candace, you lying like hell. You mean to tell me you don't have access to any of your emails, but you somehow knew to call him the first time? Because let's say that she stored the number after the second call, right? Or after the first call. Let's say she saved it. She saved it as RT. Theoretically, she might still just have the number in the call log at the very least. Why would you think to call back someone that you don't know that came from your tip line? Candace, it's so easy to catfish you, girl.
Like, I wouldn't lie to you. I just genuinely don't know who I'm talking to. Like, I'm not trying to, but I know I'm talking to you.
Well, I mean, you just called me back and you emailed me. I mean, you text messaged me back like you knew me.
Maybe you were in trouble.
So but it's weird that you're going to call someone back that you're worried they're in trouble, but you don't know them. I'm asking you a question. Are you a Catholic? Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what are we doing during Lent, Candace? Releasing this regurgitated crap of everything that you released in your little teaser has been debunked, Candace. What are we doing? It's gross. It is gross, Candace. It's not right, and you know it. If you're going to call yourself a Catholic, a Christian, it's not right. It's gross. It's gossip. It's division between believers, Catholics. It's Proverbs 6. It goes against everything God hates and detests. What are we doing, Candace? Can you answer that? Well, I just want to know, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I cannot answer that.
Why can't you answer that? You're not trying to find Charlie's killer. Candace, there's so much evidence tying Tyler Robbins to it. I get that you use the Fed slop narrative. You're using the distrust of Americans.
Candace, oh, where's all that animus and energy you have in your videos? What? You mighty quiet back there, Candace. Maybe that's what it. You know what? Cold-blooded. I just figured it out. Maybe Candace takes this reception she gets from real men and understands I can't push this guy over. Maybe this is what she will respond. Not saying that she would just take this and do the right thing in front of the camera, but behind the scene, I'm shocked that she has not hung up the phone yet. Boy, she is really docile right now. What the heck? Candace, were you drunk or in trouble? Where's George? Did she break her foot? Was her foot broken in this call? Maybe she had taken some narcotics or something. She was on pain meds or something. Man, this is something else. It's almost like a whole different Candace alien. Can't make this out. Candace, what happened to all that doubling down you do in your videos? Where's that at? All that venom and angst. You sitting here talking about F you and the midget horse you ride on. Where's that at? Oh my God. I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. If I were on the phone with like a Idris Elba or Michael B. Jordan, I'm gonna tell you, I probably wouldn't give them so much pushback either. I think Candace might like you cold-blooded. She definitely finds you to be intriguing. You have a fantastic speaking voice, honey. But I'm like, well, she seems really docile right now. What in the world, Candace? It's almost like a new alien we're seeing. And he is going in. Oh, Candace. Cold-blooded, you think you'll be able to catfish her again with one more call? Oh, man. Can we make that a conference call? I would love to join that call. Candace, can you please get me in touch with Ben Shapiro? I want to get connected to him.
Punked, Candace. What are we doing? It's gross. It is gross, Candace. It's not right, and you know it. If you're going to call yourself a Catholic, a Christian, it's not right. It's gross. It's gossip. It's division between believers, Catholics. It's Proverbs 6. It goes against everything God hates and detests. What are we doing, Candace? Can you answer that? Well, I just want to know, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, I cannot answer that.
Why can't you answer that? You're not trying to find Charlie's killer.
What can't she answer that? Candace, this was a very simple question. What are you doing? You can't answer what you're doing? Are you serious? You already took time to call a perfect stranger in your mind, saying, I just didn't know if you were in trouble, so we'll make sure you're okay. Did you misdial and realize that it was not George? I mean, how did this go, Candace? She mighty quiet. Boy, this is something else, Candace. Oh, man. We got to start hitting up her tip line. She actually calls people.
I'm sorry, I cannot answer that.
Why can't you answer that? You're not trying to find Charlie's killer. Candace, there's so much evidence tying Tyler Robbins to it. I get that you use the Fed slop narrative. You're using the distrust of Americans for the federal government against them is all you're doing. That is all you're doing. There's so you won't even touch on the Tyler Robinson evidence. It is sad, man. It's sick. Now, I can't watch you do this anymore. Please stop.
Okay, so you should just, like, not.
And, so do you have any look, man, you can act like you don't know me. That's fine. Okay. I used to be a fan of yours.
Can't think you're some big guy, but I just don't know who you are.
I don't think I'm a big guy. I'm a small follower of Christ who's watching from afar. No, I don't. How do you?
I'm gonna hang up now because you just seem to be a little unwell.
I'm unwell, but you're putting out the content.
Candace. Oh, you extra docile and quiet. Girl, you ain't got nothing to say? Oh my God. Yo. Cold-blooded. Oh, you're so good. Oh, this is so good. Cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. Y'all, he catfished her 3 times. And the last time she called him. Yo, this is so crazy. Oh, we got to do another one. Can we watch another one? Y'all hit the 4 if y'all want to see another one. And then we'll get to Edie. Y'all know I got I'm so changing the title of this live stream. Cold-blooded Christian catfished Candace Owens. Here are the calls. Exclusive. You talk about getting views. Oh, you're going to get views. Everybody needs to hear this. Candace, no one cares about you throwing your tantrum. Do you understand me? I know you have no concept of fair use or federal laws for that matter, because you don't care about stalking Erica Kirk and in the state of Arizona. That's a felony. Try me, heifer. I'm going to tell you right now, these videos will stay up. And everybody need to see these. Somebody tell Jay Witt to play these videos. Oh, this is good. Okay, y'all. Cold-blooded, you still here? Recommend one. If not, I'll pick one. It's so many on here I have not seen. Ooh, y'all, this is so good. Did we see the Crash Out Queen? Did we say that? Let's see the Crash Out Queen. I don't think I've seen that one. He has so many videos. Y'all are sleeping on a cold-blooded Christian. I knew it. When God tells you to do something, you do it. God said, reach out to him. Edie Marie. I mean, so many of you all. Yeah. The eclectic journalist. We all know Ami and Gary with Paramount Tactic. But you have some fantastic content creators, people putting in the work that certainly deserve a lot more attention here. And we are here for it. Y'all. Okay. I don't think I've seen the Queen Crash Out Candace. I don't think. I have to see it again to see. Y'all said 4, so we're going to watch another one. We need all the calls. We got 3 calls, y'all. Cold-blooded, if you decide to catfish her again. Ooh, Edie. Edie, that would be a good skit, girl. See, look at God. Edie, you got to do a skit like you working in Candace's call center and you answering calls coming into that tip line as Candyland Biker Babe 7K. Oh, my God, yes. Oh my God, Edie. Oh, Edie, you got to do a skit like you're the manager in the Candyland Biker Babe 7000 call center and act like you're answering a call for a troll coming into Candace's tip line. Oh my God. Oh, that's so good. And y'all know Edie Marie is doing a series, Anger Management. Oh, I cannot wait. I can't wait. And we love Harold. And Jethro and then the other dog. Oh my God, y'all. Oh, I'm so here for this. You see, when God do it. When you genuinely want to get the truth out there. And because it's Candace, the dumb alien, and something you just gotta laugh at her buffoonery. It's still called How. We're here for it. Oh, that'll be awesome. You know we're gonna watch that, Edie. We're gonna watch that. Whenever that video drops, girl, email me the link. Candyland Biker Babe 7000 answering phones in the call center. For Candace's Owens' tip line, how may I help you? I'm so here for it. All right, y'all. Hit the 4 of you can hear. Let's go.
And Candace is Miss Queen Crash Out. At this point in time, she's just crashing out nonstop.
And they just all start, see?
I had to slow that down. Just a little
Investigation.
Yo, what up? It's a cold-blooded Christian. And Candace is Miss Queen Crash Out. At this point in time, she's just crashing out nonstop.
And they just all start, see? Investigation over. Somebody got something wrong, so nobody should be looking into Erica. It's like, that is just, I can't deal.
No investigation, no actual expose or some kind of investigative series even. What do we have? We have Queen of the Crash Out.
Obvious social manipulation. Like, why don't you respond to what I did? Why don't you respond to what I said? Why don't...
And that is exactly what she's resulted to. And then this is what she's become. I mean, she just gets on her camera, she flares her arms around, she gets all emotional.
Just the amount of gaslighting that's happening, the obvious
crash.
Uh-oh. Sorry.
She's out.
Oh, everyone, go, 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 go. Yay, somebody got something wrong. It wasn't Candace.
And every single day we sit here and we laugh and we point and we sit there and try to pray that her soul will actually lament and bend the knee to the real Lord and Savior, not the whatever God that she's worshiping or following. most likely the what she believes to be the Yeezus, not Jesus, because we all know she worships Kanye.
I am basically akin to Kanye West. I never felt more seen than when he tweeted a lot of years ago, just fired my manager because I realized I can't be managed. That is me. That tweet right there, I was like, oh.
Yes, Kanye that.
But quite honestly, why is she crashing out? Well, she's telling everybody that she doesn't care about the midterms.
What about the midterms? Like, I don't care about your midterms, buddy. I don't.
Candace does not care. She only cares about money and infamy. Candace, you sold your soul for 2 pieces of fried chicken, 2 sides, and a biscuit with a cup of sweet tea for $4.99 and gave your brain up to the devil as a 2-for-1 special for free. You weren't using it anyway. Candace, have you mastered the word beret or what? I mean, should we hold our breath? How's this gonna go? She wasn't using her brain anyway. Just pretty much told the devil, you know what? Here's my soul, and if you want, I'll just give you my brain. I'm not using it. I don't need it.
I don't care about your midterms. Your midterms can drive off of a cliff. I don't care. Sorry. Bye-bye midterms.
She could care less about the midterms.
Are you taking my
I
quips?
literally don't care. Not even one bit. I feel nothing. Ice cold.
Ice.
Candace. Did she say drive off a cliff? Candace, you still stealing my quips. She said, oh my cold-blooded. I don't know if you know this, Edie. I don't know if y'all know this. But in the beginning of my coverage on this dumb alien, I always would say, Candace, you're so bad at this. And then she turns around and just says it in a segment out of nowhere. Knowing she was stealing my quip, my expressions, my euphemisms I have for her. Candace, you are bad at this. For someone that will dox their own attorney's law firm location, yeah, she's definitely ice cold.
Well, why do you think that is? I mean, Candace was always a leftist. She does not want the right to continue to hold control. And look, man, I'm not a Republican, but I am a conservative. I'm a Christian first. I'm a follower of Jesus Christ first. And any party that's not going to allow our young children to have those horrid demonic sex changes, I'm all for.
Okay, I hate you. Okay, I hate you because of this. Okay, LGBTQ stuff. Oh.
Any party that's going to be more pro-life and not for abortions, I'm all for.
Well, okay, we can argue, but then if it came down to it, if you were like, oh, kids are being harmed,
I'm all for that way before I'm for the left. And so it's very easy for me to make a decision on who I should or shouldn't vote for. Candace Owens, it's obviously not that easy for her.
What are we? Oh, we're talking about the Epstein files. Yeah, Trump. We're still talking about the Epstein files.
And Candace, we're still talking about George Farmer's DUI. You see how this goes, Candace? Because I know you listening, you dumb heifer. You see how this goes? We're still talking about George Farmer's DUI. Oh, no, it's not going away. Not for us. The question is, why is it expunged from the courts? What happened for him to get an expungement when he had a weapons charge? Was he ever even placed on probation? He should have lost his license. First of all, he should have been tackled because he tried to prevent a police officer from getting out of their patrol car after crashing a truck and leaving the scene of the accident, knowing that he had possession of a loaded weapon. And then after pulling that stunt, thank God the cop didn't tase him or tackle him or pepper spray him or shoot him. Somehow, we can't find court documents on those charges. You can't explain that, Candace. Because we're still talking about it. You don't get special privilege because you have all this money you making from weaponizing the death of somebody. The law is not supposed to show preferential treatment. Nope. It's supposed to be neutral and impartial. Is it perfect? No. I report on corrupt judges. But what should not happen is George Farmer get a expungement on criminal records like this when he was booked in with 3 charges. And now all of a sudden, because of the time lapse, there's a possibility we might not be able to get police body cam because it's been almost 3 good years. They only store that video footage but for so long. Now, see here, if he went to court though, his defense attorney would have a copy of that police body cam footage, probably the dash cam footage as well. I would believe that the attorney would ask for both. So who's George's defense attorney again? So we can request for them to release it. Because why should he get a pass when you dox people for fun? Yeah, we're still talking about George Farmer's DUI girl.
For her, for some reason, everything's fake and gay. Everything's demonic.
Cash Patel, no evidence of any sex trafficking. They're just, I can't. I honestly, man.
Fake outrage.
Everything is demonic. There is a lot of demonic things going on in this world. 100%. Our government is consumed by it. But at the same time, when you start seeing everything to be demonic, and I'm talking in like everything, and you don't have discernment to see what is and what isn't, and everything is a conspiracy, you've lost. You've literally lost. You've lost your mind. You've lost your discernment. Everything can't be fake and gay. Everything can't be demonic. And anybody that believes that what Candace says when she says that everything's fake and gay, everything's demonic, they do not follow our God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They are continuing to follow some fake God.
This platform is not mine. I genuinely know that this is God's platform. And
That you to believe is real, but it's not, because what Candace says is not true. There's no truth in any of it. It's all assertions and accusations.
Okay. I'll keep ignoring somebody who's got like 13 adjacent sex trafficking scandals. Oh, no, it's fine that Erica's working with Harvest.
Wait, are we talking about Andrew Tate? You know, George's bestie. That probably, is a lot more than what you think, but whatever. Are you going to tell us who Samantha really is to you, girl, or what? This is the same Samantha that she claimed was a former girlfriend of Charlie Kirk, that she had a quote unquote lesbian relationship with for 12 months. Oh, Candace, we're going to go a little bit deeper into that, by the way.
Church, and they're currently being sued for trafficking children from Romania. That's fine. Look,
Andrew Tate? Is it Andrew Tate? Because that sounds like Andrew Tate to me. She's describing Andrew Tate very well right now. This is the one she wants to defend and give an interview to. You can't make this up. Oh, y'all. Oh, this is something else. We're still talking about that awful sweater. Release the Farmer files. Exactly. Release that body cam footage, Candace. Release it, girl. You got nothing to hide, remember?
The other way, everybody grieves differently.
Yeah, you do.
Continuing to
Because you can't control human emotions, Candace. You are the cult leader of the candy asses. Not all of us. Just because you came to our planet to try to dominate it doesn't mean that we're going to allow that to happen. You'll find out the hard way that human beings are a formidable force to be reckoned with, especially ones that believe in the pursuit of liberty and happiness and freedom. This helper says she wants to be a dictator, as if being a cult leader is not enough for her. Can't make this up.
To push this propaganda, which is 100% of propaganda. It's a propaganda war that she has started and she's trying to finish. And I think they're just trying to see if they can let a lot of hot air out of Candace, but she's not going to stop. She's never going to stop. She's all for, as you can see, this new video of her.
At all. Okay? What is she supposed to do?
She's all for, she's so filled with hatred.
She cry actually. Yeah, I do.
She knows how she's going to be remembered, okay? She understands that there is the internet.
You know what? I would be okay with somebody who cried every day for a bit after their husband died. Like, what kind of a question is that? Why are you gaslighting us? Like, it's weird that we expect a widow to meaningfully want to stay home and crawl up and cry every day after they lose their husband.
She understands that she only can.
Why do you want her to stay at home? She has the right to go wherever she wants to go and do whatever she wants to do. That includes her grieving process. It's the possessive, controlling, demonic nonsense with her. Candace got a whole demon in her for sure. It probably is a legion. You want to be possessive and controlling over someone else's actions, whose bills you do not pay. You, Candace Owens, did not get on a cross and die for anyone's sins or shed any blood or died and was risen from the dead in 3 days. That's not you. That is Jesus Christ. You and Jesus are not one and the same. Jesus may not even recognize you now or on Judgment Day. Be gone from me, you peasant. I have no concept of who you are. Gabriel and Peter, y'all see this? This is not my creation. Don't let her up here.
Has the tinfoil hat crazies. She knows that. Candace knows that she only has the conspiratorial crazies. She doesn't want just that. She wants
Like, again, it's like, we're the humans. They're like, well, what do you want her to do? Cry because her husband died? Sorry, I don't even have my hair in a bunch today. I was like, I just got fired about that. I'm sorry. It just does annoy me every time I just think about it in the context of.
Wants the elitist.
Think about what? In what context, Candace? Because, you're just saying a bunch of words and putting them together, and they sound like a bunch of run-on sentences. The proof is in the fact that your Candace cult members refuses to use punctuation marks. Yeah, I'm definitely going to make reading my comments a whole segment. Ugh, so much fun.
She wants the right. She wants the left. Candace wants it all.
Like, these people are just disgusting. I am like.
Candace wants to be the most famous person in the world. She's by far the most narcissistic person that you will ever come across.
Nobody looks the other way. And this year has been the year of really recognizing that people are so despicable that they would take money to look the other way. Like, to pretend it's fine. Like, it's a totally normal thing for someone to constantly be running adjacent to sex trafficking scandals in their life.
And this is my thing. And she's claiming that she will debate anybody in this.
Nothing makes sense. You can't even debate what evidence we have regarding what happened in Charlotte Crime Day. You have nothing. I know you have nothing because Erica has nothing.
What do you mean? Erica's not an investigator or a prosecutor either. And let's say she was. Guess what? She would not even want to spearhead her own husband's investigation as a prosecutor. It would be a huge conflict and could definitely invoke too much bias into the case. So why would you expect her to have evidence? She's not an investigator. It is not her job to give you information you think you somehow can demand. You're not privy to it, Candace. The judge and prosecution, even the defense team for Tyler Robinson, none of them are studying you. I just want you to know that. As a matter of fact, when they say your name, it's associated with all of the negative publicity and the lies that are being told about this case. At some point, they're going to hit you with obstruction and quite possibly put a gag order on your behind. And in that one, they will name you, and it will not be any confusion as to you being hit with a gag order. Your name will be in that order. And they will do it if they have to in order to preserve the case. As opposed to you letting Tyler Robinson go through the process without interfering and obstructing it. And then wait till the ruling comes out, and then you can go in and give all your commentary and all of that, because the evidence would have already been presented and the jury can deliberately can oversee the matter without actually having to prove that they were not influenced by somebody on YouTube. They can remain neutral, impartial, and fair. This is absolutely insane. She says she didn't even care about the investigation going on in Utah with the prosecutor. And yet she puts up a post about them having cameras in the courtroom as if she's been pushing for that. No, Candace is the only one that kept saying she didn't care, but claims to be Charlie Kirk's best friend and big sister, and he's her little brother and all this other stuff, while she still dreams about him in her sleep, and he's dead. Girl.
Yo, it's a joke, man.
I sat down with her. Okay, I actually sat down with her and was like, oh, maybe they do have more evidence. They don't.
She's not going to debate anybody.
Sit down and debate me.
I got her on the phone and I've talked to her 3 different times and I tried to debate her. And every time that I try to question her or debate her, she runs like a scared little puppy.
Would like to actually sit down, or especially people at Turning Point, like I keep saying.
So what can we do? Well, I think I'm going to have to call her again.
And your best get is basically like an I'm with her campaign.
She wants to debate. She has an open invitation for anybody that makes videos of her, she says.
If anybody would like to with the platform who makes videos about me,
that she'll debate them. Well, then I'm going to contact her again. I have Candace's phone number. Mark my words, in this video, I will contact her and I will try to debate her, try to question her over the phone once again. And I'll release my phone calls here as well.
I just thought you were in trouble. And
You thought I was in trouble?
Because I'm not scared.
You just like.
Is it possible though? Can you answer that question? Is it possible you're too close to the investigation? You're too close.
The text messages. Okay, so I can also call you right now if that works. Second call. Shopping at something. Sorry, didn't mean to send that. Just left.
I need to recuse myself on this conversation so you can.
I'm not running from no lies or propaganda.
Okay, amazing. The second thing I want to say to you is that this is very important to be careful with lawyers. Because if you have an employer, like you're saying you have an employer, they buy out the law firms.
Okay,
Those
okay.
are spies. Those are spies.
Well, she's pushing, continuing to just call things weird, to shade them up, to make them feel as if something is shady, a person, place, or thing. She just puts weird on it and thinks that that's some kind of evidence.
And he was talking to a bush. Weird. We thought, okay.
Yo. Why did I forget about the burning bush? Yeah, we turned that into a whole joke. Hit the 4 if you remember the burning bush. This girl. Oh, Candace, you're so dumb. She has pulled out the works on weaponizing Charlie Kirk's death to the point where she tried to blame it on a bush. That bush is like, look, girl, I just grew out of the ground. What do you want from me? She tried to make a whole thing about a bush. Candace thinks so simple-minded because she's a simpleton. Where she's talking about they buy out the law firms. First of all, they don't buy out law firms. They hire law firms. Secondly, everyone has the right to have representation. Why is that not a common knowledge type of fact for you? It's common knowledge. Here in the United States of America, everyone has the right to get representation. The only time where it's at no expense if it's a criminal matter. But for a civil proceeding, you can hire an attorney all day. The court isn't obligated to give you one. But if you want to go in with an attorney, you got the right to do so. And here she is saying, be careful with attorney. They buy out the law firms. What does that mean? The simple-mindedness of her using those words to try to describe what seems like her saying, and I hate doing this because I believe if you're a grown adult, you should be able to say what you mean and mean what you say. Candace sitting here speaking in riddles like she's 3 years old. You can't make this up. Candace, are you trying to say that a company will hire a team of attorneys? If it ends up being an entire law firm, so be it. To represent them. Most large companies, especially if they're bringing in tens to 20 plus millions of dollars a year, they will have a legal defense on retainer. It might just be the entire law firm. So what? They have the right to representation. And here she is sitting here getting mad about it. The audacity. Yeah, no, don't trust the attorneys. They buy out law firms. Okay, and the attorneys are going to be overly zealous for their client and defend their client at all costs. That's what they get paid to do. The same way it would happen with her if she hired an attorney and can somehow keep one. Candace, you can't even keep an attorney. The audacity of you to sit here and to try to forewarn somebody about attorneys and law firms when your dumbass can't even seem to keep an attorney on your case for a lawsuit, for a civil proceeding. Your attorneys want to withdraw from the case, at least one of them. So this is rich coming from somebody who can't keep an attorney. I just, the hypocrisy of it all.
That's weird. It's weird, first and foremost. It's very weird. Anyways, it's very weird. Anyways, I'm starting to look at him funny, like, what's going on here? The video he recorded was weird. He's acting weird, and I'm sure that's not a big deal. I think we were all acting weird.
That isn't evidence. She goes and tells everybody the whole world is with us. The world wants to know, or we made them mad, and like she's constantly using the word "we" and bringing people in, making them think that they are part of the investigation.
So Charlie was removed, and in his place, we got a Shabbat Shalomin, not so grieving widow. This is the book my Charlie wanted you to read. He just finished it. He loves the Jews. He just finished speaking about how much he loves to Shabbat and to Shalom and to say daddy's home and to throw down his phone.
Say daddy's home and to throw down his phone.
This is all psyop
man,
tactics.
she's such a
And anybody that doesn't understand this, they just don't care, because they want to be in this warm and fuzzy tribe, and they want to feel like they're part of something. So Candace Owens crashes out. She continues to crash out. Well, crash out, Candace.
Take it away. Take it away, especially men. Like, we don't need you talking. Like, go outside. Go do something useful. Chop a tree down or something.
As much as you want, but ain't nobody scared to debate you, Candace, and you will not debate anybody without that speaker in your ear, without that mic in your ear.
She says, truly thank you to the many Romanians who sent, I'm sorry, that's me. So like I said, you guys, thank you very much for sending me all of those articles. And
Why is this my first time seeing that clip? Candace, oh, you precious, precious alien. You demonic alien from another galaxy. Are you literally reading? Oh, that's me. Candace, I already said last year, your shows are pre-recorded and pre-scripted. All of them, including the so-called dedication we're going to go over again. Do a little deep dive. Shout out to the eclectic journalist. It was just a very smart, strategic approach by revisiting her so-called dedication to Charlie Kirk video that she did the day after he died. And in hindsight, it's even more disturbing. After all that she said and done, that video to my friend Charlie Kirk is even the more disturbing now. And yes, we got the live stream all already set up for it. We're going to go into that. Candace. Oh, you dumb alien.
That speaker in your ear, without that mic in your ear.
She says, truly thank you to the many Romanians who sent, I'm sorry, that's me. So like I said, you guys, thank you very much for sending me all.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's me. You who? Me who? You where? That's me where? Candace, why didn't you just take the time to show the script? At that point, I would have gone all the way in on that joke. I would have had to turn that into a joke. Because if not, it's embarrassing as hell. Girl, that's embarrassing as hell. It's hot. I know you feel so embarrassed, Candace. Go ahead, just to think she forgot where she left off. Started reading the same statement again. And then it's hers is what she's supposed to be saying. Oh man. Oh, Candace, you should feel so stupid. Y'all, I gotta catch my breath. One more time.
The investigation.
So Charlie was removed, and in his place, we got a Shabbat Shalomin, not so grieving widow. This is the book my Charlie wanted you to read. He just finished it.
Oh,
He
man,
loves
it's
the
me.
Jews. He just finished speaking about how much he loves to Shabbat and to Shalom and to say daddy's home and to throw down his phone.
Say daddy's home and to throw down his phone.
This is all psyop tactics. Anybody that doesn't understand this, they just don't care because they want to be in this warm and fuzzy tribe and they want to feel like they're part of something. So Candace Owens crashes out. She continues to crash out. Well, crash out, Candace.
Take it away. Take it away. Especially men. Like, we don't need you talking. Like, go outside. Go do something useful. I don't know, chop a tree down or something.
Y'all digging the filter? She looking like everybody's Meemaw. Candace, you already have the moo-moos. You just put on one of those moo-moos and then do your next show with this filter on. Oh, man. If people are going to laugh at you, Candace, give us a reason to laugh even the more. Can't make this up. All she's missing right now is a moo-moo.
As much as you want, but ain't nobody scared to debate you, Candace, and you know you will not debate anybody without that speaker in your ear, without that mic in your ear.
She says, truly thank you to the many Romanians who sent, sorry, that's me. So like I said, you guys, thank you very much for sending me all those articles. And
you're a producer in your ear, I should say, because you're fake, you're a fraud, and it shows in your so-called evidence, your research.
That people are so despicable that they would take money to look the other way, like to pretend it's fine, like it's a totally normal thing for someone to constantly be running adjacent to sex trafficking scandals in their life. It's not normal. You're not going to ever convince me.
It shows exactly.
Hey, Milk Bar, you can use this clipping in your counter against Andrew Tate. And hopefully you file a counterclaim because it's the only way you're going to put his ass right back in check. Candace is literally talking about Andrew Tate. Literally, because you can't sit here and pick and choose which pedo you want to support versus which one you want to just douse in gasoline. You can't pick and choose. You got to be consistent on that. So since you so-called can't stand our words and pedos and all this other stuff, yeah, okay. Add Andrew Tate to that list. Candace, I am so glad you're telling on your friend. Hopefully Milk Bar can use this. He can somehow reach this to him and he can clip this out and use this as his evidence. Even her friend, even Andrew Tate's friend, someone that went to bat for him, knows how to describe him to where everyone understands she's talking about Andrew Tate. You know, to the reasonable listener and viewer and reader. Hit the 4 if you're a reasonable listener and you understand that she's referred to Andrew Tate in this. And we're not making this up. No, all of this can be proven with criminal court documentation. No, that's all in court documents. She is describing Andrew Tate to a T. That's how you know she's lying about all of this. She doesn't care. You don't go out your way to defend somebody like an Andrew Tate or 5 men in prison that took advantage of a underage girl, some yoga instructor. You don't go out your way to protect them, but then dox the victim. Said her whole name, straight up doxed her. And now all of a sudden you're so outraged at PDFs and all this other stuff. Why not get in Andrew Tate's ass then? He was actually charged with these things. Yeah, we're all concluding that she's referring to Andrew Tate. Because, that matches the actual court documents. Can't make this up.
That people are so despicable that they would take money to look the other way. Like to pretend it's fine. Like it's a totally normal thing for someone to constantly be running adjacent to sex trafficking scandals in their life. It's not normal. You're not going to ever convince me.
It shows exactly who you are.
The gaslighting. It's the gaslighting for me. It's just...
When people like me, a small, minute little person like me, can find the truth faster than or better or more efficiently than you and your 5 people that work for you, It's obviously you guys are nothing but exactly the kind of team that you portrayed that was going after Blake Lively and that Justin Baldoni dude or whatever his name. That hit squad is what you called them. That's exactly who you and your team is. You are very good at psychological projection. You are very, very well at, that's why you are a leftist at heart, because that is what the left does. They continue to project what they are doing onto you. And that is what Candace Owens does repeatedly.
They're all sickos. Everybody's a sicko. I'm gonna have to start unfollowing people. I can't even look at the filth of people pretending like they have the moral high ground.
So as we watch Candace,
and yet Andrew Tate is in a photograph on her wall in her house, sitting right next to George Farmer. Andrew Tate has been in her home around her small children, one of which is a little girl. At some point, Candace, your daughter will become 14 years old. You gonna keep letting Andrew Tate come around your 14-year-old daughter? Because, you putting her in harm's way, knowing his background. And yet you let him come to your home for an interview. He is your lavender husband's best friend, by the way. And we've never seen or heard anything from George Farmer where he rebukes Andrew Tate when he got charged with all of the heinous things he's done. He actually admitted he was a pimp. There's video footage of him verbally and physically abusing a girl. And George Farmer says nothing. And yet wants to claim, we're close friends. We're really good friends. Friends tell each other the truth. What you mean? Friends tell each other the truth. So George Farmer surrounds himself with yes men as well. Literally. Yeah, Andrew Tate, keep bending over.
crash out and obviously show her true fruit when it's all rotten.
When these people could not be more beneath us. Like, we should be looking down to these people.
Showing that she has no way, shapes, or forms of any kind of Christianity, grace, mercy, humility inside of her.
Genuinely, I want you to know that. I wouldn't even...
We understand who that woman is. We see who that woman is. We know how she is behind the scenes. If you see her on the camera like that,
spit in their direction. Like, they're so despicable to me.
Imagine how she is in real life. Imagine how angry and upset and fuming she is. Can you imagine being on this case for almost 7 months now, and you have not one piece of evidence, and everybody keeps throwing that in your face, and you go up on your...
What's going on? Sorry. Uh-oh. Cycling through. Oh, not today, Dave. We're almost done.
Is in real life. Imagine how angry and upset and fuming she is. Can you imagine being on this case for almost 7 months now, and you have not one piece of evidence, and everybody keeps throwing that in your face, and you go up on your podcast and you put a list of stuff trying to act like it's evidence, but you know that you have no evidence, to the point to where you even tweet back to people and say, oh, well, I'm not pursuing a court of law. Yeah, because you're a podcaster and you have no evidence and you have no clue how to be an actual investigator. Because if you did, you wouldn't be holding investigation in this way, because this isn't the way that a true investigator holds an investigation. They don't put their information out there for everybody to see. They don't have the crazies come in, and you know what you're doing. Candace knows what she's doing. She's all about the money. She's about the Benjamins. She's about the power. She's about improving her media platform, and she's all about rubbing Erica and Charlie's face in it. That's exactly what she is doing.
There's new merch available on the website. This is my fave. You're gonna love this. Daddy's Home, Shabbat Shalom.
And Brandon Tatum, mind you, who does her merch, said that he will not stop doing her merch. Knowing the context of these shirts, of this image that she has plastered on merchandise, Brandon Tatum's punk ass still said, because we did a little mini deep dive on him, he still said he will continue to do her merch. So God has a way of sitting you down, Brandon Tatum. You want to sit here and make deals with the devil? God could move his hand to where you don't have any other clients. Until you get rid of that one, She'll be the only one you have. Don't make God teach you a lesson, Brandon Tate. You know that she was mocking Charlie Kirk with this, and you tried to pretend as if you were not aware. I don't see the product. I just ensure it gets distributed. But you're on X. You have a YouTube channel. You claim she's like a sister to you. You know you watch her episodes and you see the clips of the things that she's saying and doing. You know that she was mocking him. And you still claim to be a friend to Erica Kirk? Y'all remember that young man? What was his name? Was it Zachariah or Xavier or something like that? That was on PragerU. That was like if our Erica Kirk, I would read all those clowns for filth. He said dirty bees, but whatever. We're here for it. He said if I were Erica Kirk, I would put on Nicki Minaj and read those clowns for the filth that they are. Start with Brandon Tatum. And then Megyn Kelly. And then Tucker Carlson. And any of these other simps that keep sitting here pushing her dumb lies. I would, one way to really get their attention, name them as co-defendants in a lawsuit. They'll learn. Then you can tell them nothing personal. But you all are helping her do this nonsense, and I'm still catching death threats. So all of you all can kiss my ass. That would be epic. I wholeheartedly agree. If she does respond, it needs to be after she drops her lawsuit. That way she can just go in and say, you want to respond to me and talk with me? I'll see you in court. Talk to me through your court filings between your attorney and my attorney. I blocked your number. You're not real friends because Brandon Tatum, Candace, your so-called little sister, was mocking my husband. Oh, I would read him for filth if I were Erica Kirk. Thank God I'm not, because I would have, it would have been epic. And sometimes you don't have to say a whole lot. That your actions do the talking for you. I've always said that Erica Kirk needs to sue. It's the only way that Candace is going to stop. You got to sue her. But I wouldn't just stop it in with her and her LLCs. No, name George, because he's standing behind the camera. Name all these clowns over there on X that keep pushing out this BS, Project Constitution, Rules of Finance, the other one, some Tennessee lady, John Mappin, Tucker Carlson, Megyn Kelly, Brandon Tatum. Yeah, get them all. Oh, you claim to be my friend? Oh, okay. Keep hope alive. Megyn Kelly want to get credit for trying to set up a meeting between Erica Kirk and Candace. Erica Kirk just flew out to Tennessee with one other person. There is no way Erica Kirk did not at least warn her. If you continue to defame me and attack me and my company and my husband's legacy, I'm going to sue you. If only that were recorded. Megyn Kelly somehow could not convince Candace to fly to Arizona so that the entire conversation, debunking session, questions asked between her and TPUSA could have been recorded. Megyn Kelly couldn't convince her to get on a plane and fly out to Arizona to face TPUSA, but somehow wants credit for having Erica Kirk go out of her way to fly to Tennessee to talk to Candace. For what? And look what happened. She's doubled, tripled down, and made a whole series. But Megyn Kelly wants credit for that meetup, that 4.5-hour meetup that may or may not have been recorded, as opposed to telling Candace, it would be beneficial for you to fly out to Phoenix to go and face everyone at TPUSA at once, including Erica Kirk, and have it live streamed so we can all be witnesses to this. That way, everything you guys say is recorded. You can't take anybody's words out of context. You can't claim someone lied to you, because we all get to see in a video what was said. Now look what this dumb alien demonic demon is doing. She's sitting here claiming that Erica Kirk lied to her face. This is what happens when we don't have video evidence. Now, mind you all, we all know that Candace is a pathological liar. And I don't have to believe anything she says. I don't owe her that. Not at all. So I don't believe anything she says. But this would not even be going to that extent if it were at least recorded. Because then all you got to do is press play. You're just making it easier for her to win a lawsuit against you. So I just, this is crazy. These t-shirts were to mock Charlie Kirk and Brandon Tatum, who is Candace's distributor for her merchandise. Let that dumb nonsense happen. And his whole excuse was, I don't see the print-ups. Yeah, okay. Keep playing stupid, you idiot. I hope she names you as a co-defendant.
Her husband and her have been planning this. They very well could be associated with this Tyler Robinson guy. They could have been the ones who were hyping him up online. Who knows? They could be the one sending him the propaganda through his emails, through his algorithm. Who knows? It could be British intelligence doing all of it. And Candace and Mr. Georgie George
Do you really want to hurt me?
over here is, 100% guilty of being complicit in the assassination of Charlie Kirk is what I'm saying at this point. I believe that they both need to be hauled off to jail and questioned.
To jail, straight to jail. For questioning, at least, Erica.
Like Candace said,
you don't go to jail for questioning, Candace. That's not how that works. And the fact that you're too stupid to look up whether someone can go to jail for questioning is beyond astounding. How stupid you are. You have all of these attorneys. You mean to tell me you can't reach out to anyone that went to law school and ask them, can someone go straight to jail for questioning? Can they arrest you just to question you? Most times that's under, your own free will. If you go and arrest somebody, you need an actual criminal charge. You need a violation of law. So what law does she break? Because Candace is not God, nor is she dictator. So what crime did Erica Kirk commit? She is wanting an actual U.S. citizen to go straight to jail for questioning, and yet, let's say she does that and even takes a polygraph test and she passes. Candace still had the opportunity to fly out to Phoenix to have everything recorded of her asking Erica Kirk questions and making her statements to her face. Candace, here's why you're a punk ass coward. Why you couldn't say this to Erica Kirk's face? I'm just saying, if you're going to go all the way there, why couldn't you say this to her face and record it? Yeah, you want her to see this video, but you're doing all this for PR. Candace, I dare you say this to Erica Kirk's face in person. Not in a video, not on your platform, to her face in person. Where you and her are physically located in the same spot, right next to each other, in front of each other, and you look at her in her face and tell her, straight to jail, Erica, for at least questioning. I dare you. Say it to her face. You coward. Because you had the opportunity to do that when they told you, fly your behind out here. We're going to do a live stream debunking your nonsense. And this is your only chance. They should have stuck to that. This is absolutely insane.
About Erica, because I think that they are a lot more dirty. Their hands are a lot dirtier than Erica's or Turning Point from any evidence that I have heard from Candace at all whatsoever. So continue to crash out.
By putting a bubble around his widow, who is not acting like a widow.
Queen, crash out, Candace.
At all. Okay?
Because I will call you. I'm going to see if you'll debate me on the phone. I will record the conversation. I'll put it out on the internet, and I'll let everybody see exactly what kind of scaredy cat fraud that you are. Because quite honestly, man, You're nothing but a con artist who has been elevated because of your skin color and because of the time you were in the perfect place or time, and you probably honestly did a couple of satanic seances to get where you are. You've probably sold your soul to get where you are, because I truly believe that Charlie found out who you were and he knew to stay away from you, and that's exactly what he did. And when you found out that Charlie found out who you were, you got so angry, you got so mad that what you call boy wonder,
That Charlie was known as a boy wonder.
which you were trying to seem to be like it's a compliment, but we know what you're doing here. We know what you're saying. We know what you're doing. You are tearing down Charlie step by step by step. So what do I say to you? I say, Candace Owens, you are not a Christian. You're not a Catholic. You are what I would say a true Baal worshiper. Like you like to claim that people are Baal worshipers. No, ma'am. The Jewish community is not Baal worshipers. I'm sure there are some synagogue of Satan, but you, ma'am, are a true worker for Satan. It is obvious every single day when you get on your podcast and you run your head in the way that you do with such anger and such spite.
It's not normal. You're not going to ever convince me
Who you work for and who you walk for.
Of
it
course
isn't Jesus
not.
Christ.
No one's
So once
trying,
again, I'm the
Candace.
cold-blooded Christian. Candace is not a Christian, and I'm out of here.
you are useless to me. You don't deserve to have a platform. Okay? Go away. Just go away forever.
See that? Now, how is that not concerning? You telling Erica Kirk just go away forever. You sending out a signal to your dumb cult members that are crazy enough to send death threats and actually do something to hurt someone. There are at least 3 grown men in jail because they listened to Candace and they actually went out and acted upon this so-called dog whistling for violence. You're inciting violence. You put her life in a line of danger, even the more saying some nonsense like that. You are useless to me.
To have a platform.
You don't deserve to have a platform.
Okay? Go away. Just
go away.
Go away forever.
Go away forever. Really? But one of the candy ass cult members takes this literal and actually goes and does something harmful. Then what? What about those so-called sources and direct contacts that live in Erica Kirk's building? What if they're crazy enough to read this and take this as a sign to go and do something to her? She doesn't even know who they are, unless she does by now. And hopefully they're halfway to jail. See, stalking is an actual crime, Candace. And you've admitted to aiding and stalking this woman. In the state of Arizona, that's a felony. So if your little cohorts and cult members actually take it upon themselves to do something and they live in her building, you understand that you're going to go down with them regardless, because you've already put it out there and said it in a video. You can't take it back. And if they do that, understand they're going to throw you underneath the bus. Well, I was listening to Candace and she said, go away forever. Next thing I know, I saw red and then I was walking back to my apartment. This is how sick and demented she is. Words like this can easily incite violence with an unstable cult where they already want Erica Kirk dead. So does Candace. They want her to be permanently removed out of the situation, out of the picture. And some people will be crazy enough to go out and do something harmful to Erica Kirk and the kids. The kids are even catching death threats and kidnapping threats. You think Candace Owens care? Hell no. Stuff like this is what get people hurt. Words like this is what incites violence. This is why Australia said, hell no, you're not coming over here. Because it is rhetoric right here. Rhetoric. You dumb buffoon. Rhetoric. Can't make this up. All right, y'all. Shout out to y'all so much for tuning in. We're ready to get to it now. We got to end this on some laughter, y'all. Oh, Lord. Because if not, Candace will give us all a headache. We got Edie Marie up in here. Shout out to Edie Marie. She did a new video. Cease and desist, chicks on the right. We are here for this. Oh my God. Let me drop the video link in the chat. Make sure you guys go. Thank you, Juju. Go out and support Eda Marie, the cold-blooded Christian. Milk Bar TV. Check out his Save Go Now as well, and whatever you can donate to help him get an attorney, because Andrew Tate is a piece of shit. Donate whatever you can. All right. He is a fantastic independent journalist. He always keeps his foot on the necks of Andrew Tate and Candace. And we definitely love him and his great content over there. So let's show him some love and help him with whatever he needs for an attorney, of course, to fight back. Andrew Tate filed a slap suit because he's an idiot and forgot, these criminal records are court documents that can be available to the public. Anybody can just pull it and read it on a video. It's public information. Unless George is trying to help him get it so-called expunged as well. You can't make this up. Shout out to you all. Thank y'all so much. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all ready? We got to laugh, y'all. We're definitely going to laugh. I'm excited. I have not seen this. Hit the 4 when you can see and hear. Let's go.
Now I'm going to make sure I get my belt. Did you hold it?
Baby, why do you insist on doing
Hold the
this?
slide to the left. It's not hard.
It's 94 degrees
Harold.
outside, and
I'm going to need you to get
we
this
got things that we could be doing. They're like things that we could be doing.
I'll do it.
You know what I mean?
Is it not working?
But aside from that, honey, you're wearing like 7 layers, okay?
Harold, again,
You know that
this is from
It's the summertime, right?
the Coalition of the Candace, clothing line, stunning and brave.
Right. So
I don't need you to
are, baby. You are
understand
so stunning. I'm just worried about your blood
I
pressure.
wish that I would not be so
I'm
fashionable.
worried about that, sure. Oh my.
Harold, I don't understand what more you need to know. Okay? I don't understand. Harold, with your negativity.
Right? No.
Level of bad with the negativity.
Oh my word. I can see the rain in your face.
And you know that my sponsor advised me not to be around
I know, honey.
because that is a trigger for my anger.
I'm not negative. Baby. I'm just positive that you are wearing too many layers in the sea, sugar. Oh my.
Maybe if you could just crank up the AC.
The AC's on.
You know what it is? I got a little bit lightheaded
Yeah.
a second ago.
Could it
And
be
I think
that
there's
you're
something
wearing
wrong with
7 layers,
because
honey?
I'm perspiring.
The perspiration, baby, it must be Niagara Falls in there for you, honey.
And I'll be honest, that does trigger me as well.
This has gone too far. Don't you think? Baby, do you need to blink?
You never understood me. This message goes out to chicks on the right. You can refer to me as Candy Walker Babe 7000. You need to know my real identity. I speak on behalf of the Coalition of the Candace. Third eye blind, allergic to line. Yeah, I saw your latest little segment. With Gary from Harry. Oh, you think you're just quite cute.
Oh man,
Little chicks on the right. Just flapping them jaws in this wind. Getting a good workout. Talking about my back. Candace. Owens. Well, I'll let you know. The Coalition of the Candace is issuing.
Honey, this is not. Oh. This is becoming embarrassing, baby.
Harold, you can just vacate the
No, I
premises.
can't. You know what? You gotta be more.
My
You are
adrenal
one
glands are
step-
just.
Oh man, Harold is so full of love. Oh my goodness gracious. Where the dogs at, y'all? Where Jethro?
Feet away from.
Up here.
That's not very high, honey.
That's
Honestly.
not very high.
Okay. Heavens. Baby. Got that look in your eye, honey. Okay. Oh my
Oh, man.
good night.
I'm back.
You got 30 to call it.
I told you not to call 911, did I?
Baby, just fell into the floor.
What is this?
You know what? You got to be more.
My adrenal glands are just
feet away from.
up here.
That's not very high, honey.
That's not very high.
Okay. Heavens. Baby. Got that look in your eye, honey. Okay. Oh my good night.
I'm back.
You got 30 to call it.
I told you not to call 911, did I?
Baby, just fell into the floor.
You know what it is?
Like a sack of potatoes.
This relationship's over.
Okay.
Oh no.
All right. Baby, first time I heard that, baby.
Oh, Harold. Oh, honey. You say you just hit the floor like a sack of potatoes. Yeah. Oh. Y'all ever laugh so hard you feel like you got lockjaw? Oh my God. Oh, Edie Marie. When I tell you you're onto something with this, girl. Oh, this is too funny. Oh my good God. I love it. It's like natural comedy. She don't even have to try hard. Oh, child. Oh, I cannot wait till you drop that video about the call center. That's going to be epic.
To you.
Okay.
Other things to say, chicks on the right. Now.
You feeling better?
No. But my baby. I can't. Can for can. She can.
I've never been so embarrassed.
She will persevere
Oh, well.
through all of this
Talk to you soon.
conundrum. This terrible conundrum. It's the back. She will not lose.
Now, what would your sponsor say? That's how you doing that. Hey.
Sweat. Hey, Mama ain't doing well. You know what?
You know, you're colored.
Can't you see him here, right? I'm gonna wrap it.
Wrap it up.
I'm gonna wrap this up.
Wrap it up. Put a pin in that.
I'm gonna ask you to zip the lip.
Hey. Oh, it's
Because what she has that you do not have is turn.
Okay, trick, honey, trick. What, like the Egyptian flat logs?
Harold?
Flat logs.
Okay. And what about
What are the things I've asked you not to
Okay.
mention, baby?
Yeah, you asked me not to mention the Egyptian.
The Egyptian.
Or the tunnels.
The tunnel. The maroon shirt that you just insist on wearing.
This is
I
my
have
favorite
so much blue and gray in that closet for you, but you just insist on wearing that maroon.
Ain't nothing wrong with this shirt.
I asked you not to bring up Mitchie.
I love you so much. Oh, no.
Oh, man. Oh, Edie, I had to stand up, girl. I had to catch my breath. Good God. Oh, whew. That was good. Oh, my God. Oh, I'm going to have to watch this again when we're done. Y'all, this right here, oh, my goodness. This is the kind of comedy that I truly, truly miss, okay? You have these hilarious skits like this. And it's like, you don't even have to try hard. You're just naturally funny. And it's the persona. And then Harold is just like the cherry on top. Oh, we love Harold. Well done, Edie Marie. Well done. Oh my God. Too funny. Y'all in honor of Candyland Biker Babe 7000. Oh, let me put this photo up. Oh, good grief. Oh, that's just too good. This was for you, Candyland Biker Babe. This is for you. Oh, let me put this on. Hold on. Yeah, I can't stop laughing. This funny as hell. Woo, child, you good. Oh my God. In honor of Candyland Biker Babe 7000, here's Candace, your chocolate flower. Happy Mother's Day. Don't ever say I never gave you nothing. Y'all, this has been fantastic. This has been one of the best live streams, I must say. Oh, man. When I say these fantastic collabs with these awesome content creators, you guys make it so much more worthwhile. Oh, my God. I hope you guys enjoy this. I mean, from the eclectic journalist to cold-blooded. And then next week we'll be on Gary's show with Paramount Tactic. And once we get the date finalized, because Ami had to reschedule from the 26th, once we get that new date, I'll go in and change the date and revise it. And we'll go from there. I am absolutely content right now. We need to start hitting up Candace's tip line more often. Edie, let me know if you need some background voices for that call center. You know I'm in. Shout out to you all. Let's get the last of the child. The supers in. Thank y'all so much for showing the love and support. Edie Marie, Cold-Blooded Christian, Milk Bar, and of course, the Lady Luck Club, Fax Me. So deserving. These fantastic content creators. Now you're going to get a whole lot more views, Cold-Blooded. Because I'm telling you, I'm going to be checking out your content. I love it. I absolutely love it. I love when people are just direct, honest, and blunt, and still has a sense of humor. We're here for it. Oh, my good grief. So make sure you guys check out Cold-Blooded Christian, as well as Edie Marie. So much love to you, honey. And thank you for the $10 super. Thank you, Juju. Shout out to my mods, you all. I'm the best mods on YouTube. Okay. Shout out to my mods. Juju gifted one LLC membership. Make sure you show Juju some love if you received the free membership. Then we have Hot Taylor with the $2 super. Tell the truth. Shout out to you and thank you so much for the support. And we have Edie Marie's YouTube channel as well. Link here. Show them some love, you all. In honor of Candyland by Babe 7000. Candace the Chocolate Flower bids you all a farewell. Tune in tomorrow where we will be doing the watch party for Fax Me's newest episode. And then do a separate live for the Victor Marks interview. I really would love that whole interview in some sort of cartoon form. But of course, you know, if that doesn't happen, we'll just check out the regular video. But either way, make sure you guys have your notifications turned on to all notifications, as well as subscribe to the Lady Luck Club. Subscribe to these fantastic content creators. Let's get Cold-Blooded Christian monetized. We are here for it. Very proud of both of you. And Edie Marie's got more coming. And I'm excited. Just happy to be a part of it all. Y'all be good. Hit the like button on the way out. Hype this video up. And I will see you all tomorrow. And until then, Lady Luck Club out. Deuces.